That bad boy. Hi, Beth. Kat just done a lovely pizza. It's the nicest pizza I've ever had. Hello, Kat. And she's watching with the kids now. Meatballs. I don't know what sort of meat it is. Onion. Other stuff on it. Mushrooms. Beautiful. Hi, Mark. Mark, this one's for you. Where are we? Guess where we are, Mark. Guess where we are, Mark. Evening, Adrian. Hi, Harry. Oh, dear. All right, Eddie. You're all right, mate. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Ben. I'll tell you what, it's flipping freezing out there. So I'll just put the old log burner on. It is your favourite place, Mark. I'll tell you, it's proper gone cold out there now. You can't beat a good old fire. Oh, Scott, get the rods out. I could get the rods out. I've got a green light today. I'm going to get the rods out tomorrow afternoon. And on Thursday evening, we're going to do a Facebook Live. Me and Bruce are going to do it and try and get. It's supposed to be warming up, but it's bloody cold at the moment. Hi, Pauline. My auntie Pauline's watching. Let me switch this round. Hi, Pauline. For those that you don't know, Pauline had she was in hospital for 12 days, 12 nights with this coronavirus thing, and she fought it. She's got a lot of problems, and she fought it and she come the right side of it, and it was touch and go for a while. So I'm chuffed to bits that she's been able to watch this in her own home now. She's out of hospital. All right, Mel, as well. Right, I've got the fire going. Let me flick out. I must go in the office quickly as well. I've got to go and do something. I'll turn that down. It's done half get hot in here, but it's gone proper cold. I've saved. Kat just made a lovely pizza. Hi, James. We love Auntie Pauline. That is the best pizza I've ever had in my life. I swear to God. Carlos Linnett, a musician that I know, plays down the Squires a lot, brilliant musician. He put a post up of a pizza the other day, and I said, Kat, I do really fancy a pizza. Sally knows all about that, don't you, Sally, with the cottage pie. We've had some good nights in here, so we're in the stable block. This is where I'm going to do most of my live feed because it's proper cold out there and the kids are in bed. I must just go and just turn that up a bit. Don't want that bugger going out while I'm gone. Hi, Maren. Maren would know this. I don't know if you saw that post, Maren, the other day with Carlos. Done a pizza. I got Kat to make one, and that is the best pizza out I've ever had. Right, I'm going to go. Just got to go and do something in the office. Just bear with me 1 second. Righto. They'll be watching me now. The kids, I ain't going to go in now. I won't disturb them. Stop shouting. Sorry, Martin. A big, massive thank you very, 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 very much to Martin Hall. So I was going to do like a new launch of my website, which I'll go on to that later and launch it tomorrow. But Martin's been working his backside off, and it's actually live now as we speak. So if you get time, Danny, you must stay on. I've got some photographs. We're going in here now. I've got some old photographs. We're going to go into the office where I meet everyone. So this is the office. Where are we? This is where we meet everyone for the fishing first thing in the morning at 8 o'clock. So I'm very punctual, and anyone that's watching this that comes up regular knows how punctual I am. So I've just opened. I normally open up at 8, but I always open at 10 past 8, and there's a reason behind that, and I'll tell you what my reason is. I'm trying to find the key. The reason is people are late, and I tell them to get here for 8, and I always open up at 10 past. Hi, Ian. Right, so this is where we meet. Little car park here. in the morning. This is the main office for the fishery. So we're going to do a bit of a rundown. We're going to do a bit of a history, what's happened over the years here. So to put it in perspective, this is the Islands Lake that I fished the other day. Unless you've been on the port, Mark Alexander, I have got 2 bottles of port in there, and I reckon Bruce is going to come over later. We might have it was 10 past 8, Glenn. It was 10 past 8. So this is where I meet everyone, at 10 past 8 every morning. I just got to check something that I've done. Yeah, I have done it. It's all right. So we're going in. We're going to have a bit of a trip down memory lane today. And these are really old photographs in here, and you'll see some of you are dead, some of you ain't. Unfortunately, there is a few people that have passed away in here, but we'll go on to it. He ain't looking very happy for a start, but we'll go on to that. But we got old photos. These are ancient, really ancient photographs. They're that ancient. There's one. There's Andy Coles. They're ancient. You look here. This was a long time ago. And the reason I've brought you in here, because this is basically, to me, this is old memorabilia, and that's what we're about tonight. I'm going to show you some pictures of when I dug the lakes out. I want to tell you about the new website. So, Martin, can you, if you're watching this, Martin Hall, can you post out what our new website is, which is actually live as we speak now? And I'm going to go through that. I've got a laptop in the old stable block, in my old shoot hut, and we'll go through each page, and we'll go through it, and so you can have a look and blah de blah. This is for sale. I'm going to go on to that later. That's all for sale if anyone is interested. I think the price is on the website, on our new website. That's for sale. It's my dad's place in France. We've done fishing holidays, which is here. Fishing in the south of France. That's all for sale. Beautiful place, stunning place. That's my dad. That's Fran. Yeah, I'll tell you a story about my dad. There's a couple of things here I found out earlier on. That's my dad there as well. Just sit back and relax, recommended by Ron Miller. That's in France. That's actually in the south of France there. My dad used to open up. My dad used to open up for me to the fishermen, because I'm busy. I am very busy. I've got lots of different things going on, different businesses and stuff like that. And I used to get Dad to open up, and Dad don't like people. And he's quite, thank you, Martin, he's just put it on there, www.wildfarm.co.uk. He doesn't, he's quite rude. I'm pretty blunt to the point sometimes of being rude, people say. But that's me, and I guess I take after my father for that, and I apologise. I do apologise for that. But that's life. But Dad used to open up for me, and I used to say, Dad, please don't be rude to them. Please don't be rude to my customers. I've built this business up over the years. Don't be, because he'll come in, if they ain't caught anything, he'd swear at them a lot. My dad loves swearing. So anyway, I barred him from opening up. He upset too many people, and I said, Dad, you can't talk to people like that. I mean, I am rude. My dad is a good old boy, you're right. Dad is a legend. But so I said, I'll give him another chance. I said, Dad, please don't be rude to him. Okay, this is a true story. I said, please don't be rude. Don't swear at them. If they've not caught anything, don't tell them they're effing useless and all the rest of it. He's a great person. So anyway, the next time, he opened up a few times for me. And when I was desperate, really desperate to open up, and I said, Dad, open up for me, can you? I'm too busy. Which he did one day. Then I come in probably a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks after that. And I come over into here. Everyone loves my dad, right? So I come into here, okay? That's the office front door. People come into here. They get their bait. You can see all the bait in here. We'll go through that in a minute. This is Coppins bait now. We've gone from Screttins to Coppins now. But again, that's another story. We'd have a queue out there waiting for people to come in. So I come in here. There's no money in here now, but where has it gone? Here it is. So I said to him, I said to my dad, do not be rude to them. Don't swear at them. Your dad's always been okay with me. Never had a problems with him. Nice, but Dad's lovely. Okay. So I found this in the drawer. You're blunt, but fair fellow. I am blunt. I found this in the drawer. So I said to Dad, kept saying to him, stop swearing at people. And this is what he got someone to, and this is no word of a lie. Read that. And that is a fact. That is an absolute fact. So I went into this drawer here, and I see that in there. So it'd open up to people. He'd get that, and he'd just go like that to them. It's both sides. I never even knew that. So it's that side and that side. And that is a true story. And that is an actual... I didn't put it up. But I didn't realise it was both sides, I'll be honest with you, because it just stays in there. Look at that. Now, this is a true story as well. That's normally my money pot that I take my change and that lot, and things are so tight at the moment. Keith Arthur's watching. Hi, Keith. The famous man, Keith Arthur. So, that money pot has normally got a few quid in it. And it's that bad nowadays. We have to go and nick the bit of cheese off the mousetrap so I can feed my kids. And that's how bad it's got, guys. So I'm going to take you down a trip down memory lane in here. Comment if you recognise anyone. Now, that is one good-looking guy. Now, that was a long time ago. That was back in 2000, I think. And that was on the Moat Lake. There was actually a fisherman that come up and done a feature on there. And I got my kit out. Years ago, when they used to do features, I'll get my kit out just in case they didn't catch. And I caught that lot there in about an hour. And they'd actually done the feature on me in the finish. So that was quite nice. That, believe it or not, is me. See it there? Little. That, my nipple used to be pierced. I used to have long hair, nose pierced. That's me again. That's me and my daughter. That's me and my mate. Some of you will know him, Andrew Stewart Jones, Boo Boo, and me. That's my beautiful daughter. She's 20 years old now. But that, you probably won't believe it, is me. I don't know how old I was. I was in a bar in Tenerife off my nut, doing whatever. And then since you own a fishery, that is what happens to you. And I'm being serious, that's what happens to you. That's Gentry. No, it's not. It's me again. That's me again. It's not all about me, but we'll go on to... Yeah, let's have a look at it. That's my dad. That's my dad. That's Wayne. That's Cliff, bless his heart. He's passed away now. That's an old picture of Toby. Up the top there. Tony Aspling. Andy Coles. I think Andy's watching now. That's Andy. That guy was a model from the 90s. And that's me. Ryan Bull. Now, Graham Coles is like dog shit. There's another one. Another one of Graham there. Not Graham, that's his brother. Andy, should I say. This chap, Mark. Lovely, lovely man. He's just passed away, bless his heart. There's Adam. Ryan Bull. Me again with a little bit more here. A little bit there. Darren. Mick Williams and Margaret. That was a long time ago, crikey. That was probably 23, 24 years ago. Charlotte, little Ronnie is watching. I will try not to swear then. That's my brother's boys. I don't know that young lad. Harry, I think that young lad was called. Harry. I forget his name. That's Andy from Chiltern Thrustbore. These are on the Oaks Lake, these ones here. That Noddy is Steve the Greek. That's Gary. It's me again. That person there is Mark Wilson. And he's a very, very, very special person. He's the only one that tries to get away with using meat on the lake because he can't catch anything else. He's not a very good angler. Very, very... I don't know the word to say really about Mark, but he does like to use lunch with me, and he's actually barred from here. That's his lovely wife, Jackie. So, Mark, where's Mark? No, so Mark, because Mark Wilson comes up regular, or he used to, he asked me to keep his landing net in the office for him to save him bringing his kit up and that, 'cause we supply all the keep nets and landing nets and everything. And I have done, and this is Mark's landing net. Don't know if you can see that. That's my hand, and that is Mark Wilson's landing net. Alfie saw that today, and he wants to have that for going catching his spiders and that. Where are we? So that's Mark. It's me and my daughter on the Oaks Lake. He was a nice chap. He used to come up all the time years ago. I don't know if these kids are watching anymore. They're not kids anymore, I guess. That was a long time ago. Same as that young fella there. That was on the Moat Lake. These are all on the Moat Lake now. It's me with a golden tench. God, I look young then. Another lovely chap there. Steve Drack. Matty Priest, that's an old one. I think that's on the Wold Lake. That's when it was a match lake. That's 22 years ago. And there's Mark again. Me and my daughter. They used to come up regularly, these chaps, but that chap there, he's a lovely man, bless his heart. He passed away a little while ago. It's Terry. Old Steve Ringer. This was before we even opened up to the public. There you go, it was a long time ago. Look how young you look there, Ian. Jackie. There's my dad again. In the Wold Lake, that's a trout. That was, this picture here is a trout from the Wold Lake. The smallest trout I put in was £4, up to £12. That's my daughter there with Casper. That was the biggest I've ever known Casper. So that's the fish that I caught the other day. That's another story, but I will go on to that later. Do what I say, not what I do. That's the answer to that one. You see how fat it was? That was 34. Ryan Ball caught that. There's Ryan. That was the day, I don't know if Ryan's watching, but that was the day you caught it. 34.8, I think it was, Ryan. That's the biggest I've ever known it come out. And now it goes anywhere from 27 to 32. Steve Broad, famous fisherman. Adam. That's a new photograph. Someone sent me that the other day. It's a new one there. Mick there. Ryan again. That's the day he caught it. That was that was full of spawn. Old photographs. He used to have a tackle shop years ago. And this is the marlin that I caught in Mauritius. That's the picture. That's me with the marlin. That was a long time ago. Is there a date on that? Let me see if there's a date here. 2008. 10th of the 2nd, 08. I caught that in Mauritius, and that's its actual head. I had it shipped back here. And that's its tail. I didn't want them to kill it, but I do love to eat them. They're nice to eat. Yeah, these are old. That's me with a load of, what are they, mackerel in Mauritius again. These are old trophies. I was going to do these every year, but this is when we first started the festival. And we used to have a little clay shoot. You know, you can see it on there. And I never carried it on because it changed into a music festival in the finish. But they are Michael Radford, 2009. Then we were going to do a memorial fishing match, Wild Farm Fisheries, Chris Kelly Trophy. Don't know if you can see that there. So this was started in 2010. That's the first time we done it. And we done it over the Moat Lake and the Oaks Lake. And every peg was taken on them. And so 2 separate matches on 2 different lakes. I won it on the Moat. And Rick Quick run it on the Oaks Lake. Yeah. Tony Lack. Don't know if you can remember old Tony. Ian, I think you must know Tony. I bet he's probably, I don't know how old he'd be now, that kid. He used to come up regularly. He's a good angler, this chap here. He's a very good angler. I forget his name now, but a very, very, very good angler now. He's right up there. He fishes a lot of drains and that lot. Andy. Hey, Ian, look at that bugger. I had a marlin on flipper in 2002. That I didn't want it to come back, Keith, that one, but I'll tell you, this chap here, I hope he's still about. Lovely man. It's an old photo. You can see how old the photograph is. He actually made this out of oak for me, and it's all dovetailed. I don't know if you can see that. Beautiful. And he based it all at the back to put the fish in. Excuse me. That's old Cliff. Bless him, he's not here anymore. They come from miles. He's from, I forget where he's from. He comes from, lovely. They come with the family and they stay in a hotel. I'm with you, mate, struggling staying awake. Hang on, another one there. Loads of old people on there. Not old. Yeah, and this is what I want to go on to later. That's a good photo. I want to take that with us. Let's take them with us. Let's take that off of there. That is the Wold Lake. That's me in the Wold Lake. You see how shallow it was. I'm going to take these photographs with me. I'll take them off the wall. Anyway, let's get out of here. My log burner would be gone out. There's Ian again. Young lad there. Tony Aspin again. I ain't seen him for a long time. He used to come up regular. It's Fran. How Dan? Look at that one. That's a good photograph. Wold Lake. That's my jetty. That's one of my old students. I think he's in prison now. Gregson. He is in prison, bless his heart. That's a new photograph. There's old Casper. Right. I've bored you enough now. They killed mine too because it was over £250 in tournament. It weighed 300 and flipping out. 27 minutes. Do you know what? That nearly killed me. Trying to get that marlin in. That bloody nearly killed me. They strapped me in this seat and I was just pulling away like mad. Bloody. And I was with another bloke in a boat and he caught one as well that morning. His was smaller than mine, obviously. And yeah, that hurt. That hurt me back. He'd had a hernia, the chap had. Hi, Dave. I've been looking at all the pictures. Let me read some of the... Good old days. They were good. Yeah, we're going back into the good old days here now, Tank. I hope it's warmer in here. Oh, it's lovely. That is lovely. There's my pizza. I'm going to have a little nibble on that later. This is a box of tricks that I'm going to go through with you. Some very old stuff in here. Especially this one here. That was when the police cleaned the lake out. It's a logbook. It's an original logbook. I'm so chuffed I've got that. Hi, David. I'm fit. That's why I'm fit. Do you know what? Since I've been watching these videos, I'm actually on a diet, apart from tonight, because... Look at that. Cat made me that pizza, and that is lush. I'll close this up. Have a quick look in here. Lovely old stained glass window. This is my old shoot lodge. That's Steve the Greek. Steve, you forgot that last time when you were in here. It fell out of your handbag and it's still there. So some old traps. You're not allowed to use these old traps now. Old pellet tins. 20 bore. Cartridge belt. These are old, when we do the drawers, the old bell. That bell was when I used to live at Oakley. My mum used to ring that down at Oakley. I've got the river down there now, which I rent from a farm called Bedfordia Farms. And my mum used to ring that bell when she used to want me to come home for dinner. And I'm guessing we'll do that for Alfie, bless his heart. Old Gat gun. These are all new targets for the HFT. Martin, if Martin's watching, Martin, we got a new website launched today. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this today. If you can log on to www.wildfarm.co.uk, that's our new website launch. We're going to go on to that. Jesus Christ, that made me jump. Yeah, I'm going to put the kettle on. Got my cup of tea. Steve, no swearing on here. I'm trying to... Steve the Greek, no swearing, and I mean that. I'm going to show you a picture of Steve the Greek that just put bell end on there. This is now... That's my old mate, Steve the Greek. Hey? That's me and my mate, Paul Richards. That was in Tenerife a long, long time ago. That's my old mate, Chris Kelly, who we do the festival, the charity festival. Yeah, we did, Ian. That's old Chris. So we do the charity festival. We'll go on to that as well. That's me and Andrew Stewart Jones. Chris got me that. Chris Kelly, bless his heart. So this is all the HFT stuff. This is interesting. Well, probably not for you, but it is for me. You see all these, we've had these, getting these made up. And a friend of mine is sort of just trying to help me out, make a few bits and pieces up. But it isn't a coffin. What we're trying to do with our new website, which I shall go on to now. Pizza. A sec, just let me log on to this. I'm really not very good with computers, so you have to bear with me. How do I bloody do that? Cat! It won't let me log on to this, darling. Ah, yes it is. Oh, I've done the wrong thing. God, I really am rubbish. Look, this is how I'm like this, trying to... Hang on a sec. There we are. Shut that door. It's getting dark out there now. I was talking to John. He said you're doing simulated game drive on your new venue. Yeah, we are. We're going to do some... I'll show you what we're doing. If you go onto this, Martin, if you're watching Martin Hall, this is our new website and this is up and running now. Let's see where we are. Home. Press on that. Oh, what have I done? Oh, it's on me home one. That's how rubbish I am. So this is the home page. Here, that's me and Kat. And you'll think, why are you... No, am I shouting? Is it really loud? Sorry. It's probably when I was blowing into me... I'm not going to go for a catfish. I'll talk a bit more quieter then. Here we are. This is the home page. So those that have just joined us, log on to www.wildfarm.co.uk. That's the part of the shooting ground round at the back of that picture there. There's me, Mark Pollard. Mark Pollard had the biggest match weight out. That was a few years ago now, quite a few years ago now. If you can see it there, that's me and Mark. Is the picture okay on this? Yes or no? Is it blurry or is it okay? Yeah, Mark, I think that's £301 Mark had in I think it was a 5-hour match. It might have been 6-hour match, but now that's been smashed now, over £400 on the Oaks Lake on there. But it was a pleasure watching Mark that day. I only watched him, it's good, okay. Yeah, so that's, if you go on to, should we go through, let me just quickly go through, I won't bore you too much, but Martin Hall has done this, so a massive thank you to Martin. Where are we? So we learn more, go on to that. This is my whole new website. I'm so chuffed with it. And it's not just about fishing. If you look up here, it tells you everything. We don't just do fishing up here. We do a million other things. Well, maybe not a million. But Martin has totally rebranded everything. Yeah. So the other day, I put a post up on my page saying, post me some pictures. Any current pictures you've got, old or new, it don't really matter. And which you guys have done. So Martin's uploaded them. Don't know how you make that bigger. Not very good at this. Oh, they are. So this is on the Moat Lake. That's where you first come in, where that fish is. That's a carved fish. That is like a carved carp on there. That's when you first come in. So we're on the Moat Lake now, and this is all fish from silverfish fishing. There's Mel Baxter. There's Keith. This was the other day. Hey, Keith, I don't know if you're still watching. I'll put that on there. And this was, they've done a feature on a programme called Fishing TV. And it was great. The conditions were horrendous, very windy, but they were trying to catch some roach, and they have. Look, they've got some good roach in there. Good roach in there. So there's Keith there. Are you still watching, Keith? That was another feature on there. Is that magazine? That was in there. Angling Times, and that was in March, just gone. So that's a current one. We had double pages in there. Lovely feature that was. So we've plonked that onto the website as well, because it's all current. That's all of it on there. Dan Jones, good angler. That was another feature we did on there. Or he did on the Silverfish Lake. Steve Ringer. Good angler. That was a good day. That was coming out the summertime last year. That was a new feature. That wasn't that long ago. He's a good angler as well. Young lad, good angler. I love that photograph. Another good one. Still a mate, switched phone to iPad and then had a message to deal with. That was a fine day in the conditions. Yeah, it was, mate. Good. So Keith, are you still doing the radio shows and that, Keith? Loads of ones on it. I'm really chuffed with it. There's another one of Mel Baxter. Bruce, that handsome devil. Cracking photographs. Chuffed to bits with this website. If you get chance, www.wildfarm.co.uk. Look at that. Look at them crusions. I took them out. That's what we took out. I netted it. That was years ago. Netted that. Bloody hell, he's a man now. Both of them are. We, or young men. We netted and took all that lot out. There's too many little ones in there. That was a recent one. That wasn't that long ago. Daughter. So that's that one. Let's have a quick. I'm just going to show you some of the pictures. Oh, I could have pressed that button, Martin, couldn't I? That one there. There you are. I'm up the top anyway. So Wild Farm Fisheries, Moat Lake, go on to the Islands Lake. See if you lot can see any pictures of yourself. I'm not very good at this bloody thing. I've done it again, haven't I? That's the Islands Lake. Mark again. Steve, your daughter, if you're watching, Steve. Sharon. Mark Page. Moi. Orth, that's what I was trying to catch the other day. Golden Orth. Mark Pollard there. Baxter again. Graham, chairman of Blenheim Angling Club. Oh, Vic there. That's that one. Let's go on to, where are we? All Farm Fisheries, Islands Lake, the Oaks Lake. I'll tell you, I've put loads of, Martin's put loads of new ones on. It's Mark again. Mark Harvey. Good day. Dan done a feature on there after the skimmers. Hi Mark. My boy Alfie. Paul Beasley. Baxter, you like dog shit? Well, you're everywhere. Look, there's another one of hell. Me again. Mark. A few features we done. Britain's best silvers water. That was in the Angling Times. Lovely photographs on there. That's a nice day, look. Mark again. Nice one. Sun just setting, lovely. Hey, old Mel Baxter. There's your old dad. He's a legend. That man can fish. Oh, like £1 for every time he's won a match. There you are, Carl. So that's, you can just log on to this anytime. It's live now. Martin's worked his backside off getting it done. Wild Lake Gallery. I like that picture. That's a nice picture there. James Edges. So this Thursday coming, we're going to do a little night fish. Well, it's in the evening. We're going to fish on the Wild Lake. We're going to try and catch a catfish. It's supposed to be warmer on Steve again. And that's a good photograph. Old Casper. Where is it? Oh, Darren. My hero. He's your hero, mate. He's a good angler, your old daddy. There's Ian again. Ian, how big was that fish? If you're watching, Ian, how big was that? I'm sure that was over 30. It was 30 odd pounds. I'm sure it was. Ollie, cool. Look at that. That's an old picture. That man can fish. He's caught a lot of fish up here. Richie. I think they're right at the bottom, all the new photographs that we put on there. Let's have a look. See if anyone recognises themselves. Because Martin's uploaded loads and loads in it. Yeah, I'll Steve again. Not Mark Boss. Andy Boone. Luke. £33 was it? What bait will you use for the cats? Excuse me, I'm gonna make a cup of tea. I've got, so tomorrow, Keith, I'm gonna use some big halibut pellets. I don't know the size of them. I'm out of my comfort zone with this, but I'm gonna try and get a chap that comes fishing up here regular, and I've already put one in there, and he always catches them up here. So they're big halibut pellets. And Bruce has made some hair rigs up, because I don't know how to do these hair rigging stuff. It's not my cup of tea. And so if my throat gets a bit dry, it's my maggot fridge, but look at them bad boys. Yeah, so halibut pellets. I've been baiting all week, 2 spots. I don't know if I've done the right thing, but we've been baiting up, so I'll be very surprised if we didn't catch some big carp. If we don't catch a catfish. But the weather's supposed to be warming up on Thursday. That's why I'm going to do it Thursday. Just bear me 1 second. Just let me sort this out. Get me a cup of tea. Never done so much talking. got a dry throat. Excuse me. Hi, Andy. There's been some big catches. Top venue, love the place. Thank you, Paul. Let me just put a... This is where I'll go and burn the whole place down. Give me a second. Can't beat a good old fire, look at that. I'll tell you what, it's gone really cold. So, as I say, the reason I'm going to fish it Thursday, because the weather's going to be warming up. They don't like the old cold, the old catfish. I don't know, I don't know how to catch them, but I've watched the other anglers. And you learn a bit from them, so we should be all right. We should catch one. And, yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. We'll probably try and catch a carp off the top. No, it weren't in. I thought you had a 30. You had a 30 there. I'm sure that was the one. Well, that was a long time ago. I can't multicast. My trigger finger's on fire. Try half a fish. Roach trimmers. Do you know what, Keith? I don't let anyone use meat on there. The meat is the worst thing because we've got no inlet. Because we've got no inlet of water on there, or what water's in there. So I'm really paranoid about bacteria, bad bacteria getting in there. So the reason I don't allow meat is for that reason. So I'd be being a bit hypocritical if I said, if I started using them. Having said that, I run around the other day with a fish in the thing and tripped over and nearly killed myself. So don't do as I do as I say is the answer to that. I'll skip past the big one. Oh, have I? It was on there, right. Let me... So, yeah, I'm going to... They do catch them on the big halibut pellets. And these are new ones. There's Andrew Boone. That's a new one. That's a nice fish. Big hump in it. But that's what we're going to go for anyway. I'll skip past... Well, if you have a look on there, Ian, you'll see. There's old Jordan, he's on there. Nice fish. Lovely looking fish, beautiful looking fish. That's one that's bred in there. Little catfish there. Yeah, two out at the same time. So on the Wold Lake, you're allowed to use... you're not allowed to use meat on there, is that? Yeah. Bruce has been out on poacher alert. Do you see anyone, Bruce? Cat made that pizza for you. There's a beer in the fridge if you want one. I'm having a cup of tea, or have a cup of tea. You haven't seen this website, have you? That pizza is lovely, Bruce. Oh, damn, I can press the button. I keep forgetting there's a button down there that Martin put, and you press it, look. That's how modern we are. What are other ones? Wild Farm Fisheries. Riveroos. I've got a couple of pegs available on that. Let's click on that one. So that's the Riveroos. I've got a couple of pegs available on this if anyone wants to join. I only have 12 members on there. Lovely silvers. Look at them beauties. It's only me and Bruce that go down there. Good eye. Tomorrow, Keith, we're going to... So tomorrow we're going to do this... just let me go on to that. Just really quickly, Keith, while you're there. We've got loads of different things on here, what we do. And if you go on to... Where are we? Wild Farm Corporate. Where are we? Just bear with me 1 second. Where's that thing? There it is. Wild Farm McNab. So this is the McNab story. Have a read of that one, and this is what me and Bruce are going to do tomorrow. There's a story. Martin's got all the history from it. We're going to break a clay. We're going to shoot a target. We're going to shoot an egg, actually. I'm going to get Bruce. I'm not a very good shot nowadays, so Bruce is going to shoot one probably about 150 metres away, an egg, with, what are you using, Bruce? 22, 250. Yeah. Oh, Bruce has got the alcohol out. And then we're going to catch a trout. So we do like this McNab Day there. Go on to it, have a look. Google Wold Farm, www.woldfarm.co.uk. So the answer to that is it will be about 5 o'clock. Okay, sorry, it'll be about 5 o'clock. Andy Ward, my boy is chuffed to have his photos on the website. We've got loads on there. We put loads on there. I'm rubbish. Old fart and technology. I'm terrible. Hi, Steve. Yeah, so 5 o'clock tomorrow. If you guys tune in. Me and Bruce are going to do the McNab, the Wold Farm McNab. Have a look at it on our new website, www.woldfarm.co.uk, and it tells you what it's all about. Got loads of stuff in here. Just have a look on it. It's brilliant. Brilliant website. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with it. I'm not very good at what have we got on here. Daxtonbury Festival. Look at that. Land for sale. I've got some. I'll tell you what else we got for sale. There you go. Family home in France for sale. Let's click on that. Oh, thanks, Martin, for doing that. I haven't actually thanked you for doing this yet. So this is all for sale. How much is it, Martin? Did you put it on there? Ah, there you are. So all of this lot is for sale, okay? For 358 grand. So nearest damn it, so 360 grand. You look at this. Farmhouse, 3 stories, beautiful. I've got some fishing photographs in here as well. It's a ready-made business for you. So anyone that wants to take it on, it's a ready-made business. It's got the farmhouse. It's got 3 sheets with it, which is like 3 apartments. Beautiful outdoor kitchen, big barbecue in there and that. That's one of the sheets there. Lovely gardens, lovely hallway. It's beautiful. That's the dining room. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's go scroll down, see if we can find. It's all on our website. There you are. Caught a carp. First chuck, I went on the river. That is a banging bit of river. Bream. So Rob, you're watching. If you want to go and catch a bream, my friend, that is the place to go and catch them. It is full of them. Double-figure bream, 1 a chuck, and I'm not kidding you. Amazing bit of river. I love going there because it's the unknown. There you are. Bruce is eating the pizza. That's Bruce there. We saw barbel, double, massive. How big do you reckon them barbel were, Bruce?
25 pounds, I suppose.
They are massive, and we saw them with our own eyes, and we tried getting, the river was hammering it through there. And I took that, there's a big bridge at the back here, and I was fishing off of that. I was looking over that and took that picture. And there was, the river is the Garonne, and the river runs real hard. And when the Pyrenees, so my dad's place and Fran's place is south of France. So when the I'll be cooking then, see what I can do. Cheers, mate. No worries, Keith. Have a good evening, mate. When we, where are we? Look at that. Look at them weirs and that lot. Yeah. So when the water comes off the Pyrenees and starts melting, it all comes into the Garonne. And all of a sudden, you'll have a tree going down, a whole tree. It's unbelievable. Where's Bruce? Is on a tree there. There you are, Bruce, that one there. He's into a bream. If you stick with us, I'm just going to go for a few more pictures with this. That's beautiful there. Lovely night fishing as well. Catching trout down there on the wild rivers. It's all on the website. You have a look. That's the bridge I was standing off. Lovely. Anyway, I won't keep going on about this. It's all on there. Have a look. Have a look. Martin, if you can put the link to our website, that'd be great. All right, I'm going to go on to... I'm going to shut that down. Oh, I'll keep that up just for a bit. All right. Let me have a little slurp of my tea. Good evening, Dax and Bruce. I love this place. Can't wait to get back fishing on the moat. Hiya, Josh. So, what did I do with them pictures? I brought them in, didn't I? Or did I bloody leave them out I just had some pictures. I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, there they are. There they are. What are you laughing at? Right. So, the Wold Lake. This was 24 years ago. No, 20 years ago, I should say. That was the original. So, the Wold Lake. Bruce, turn that off. He's watching me live. Are you watching yourself?
It's not very live. It's some slow mo.
It is, isn't it? It is. There's like a delay on it.
No, I'm not looking at it now, but yeah, it was about 10 seconds behind.
Yeah. So that's the Wold Lake. When I decided to clean it out about 20 years ago, you can see how shallow it was. See how shallow it was. Just sludge. Probably 2 foot of water, and I drained it down. And that's when, if you go onto YouTube and look in there, Wold Farm Catfish, you can see it on there. My mate Paul Hardy, he videoed it on his phone. And that's when I drained the lake down. So that's that one. And you can see what a job we had. They were in there for over a month. You see it there? That chap is a lovely Pete, bless his heart. He's passed away now. That was a long time ago. See all the sludge there? And that's the kit that we had in. Yeah, that's another one. That's why I wanted to get that one down there. That's the kit. There's me. See it? See the digger? And what I've done, when I drained the lake down, before they got in there, they kept doing these little channels that went down. When you walk into the Wold Lake, the little bay there, when you walk into it, they dug all this sludge round and dug a trench round there, and I had pumps running in there that filled up the Islands Lake. So I'd done the Islands Lake first, dug that. That took about a week to do that, believe it or not. I'm going to go on to that in a second. And yeah, we had to pump all the water out, which went into there. There's a lot of good natural food and that lot in there. But what I was doing there, you see the bucket, it was full of baby tench. Absolutely full of baby tench. And I put thousands and thousands of fish in there to grow on. And because it was so shallow, the bloody herons kept going. You can see the platform there. That's interesting. Let me show you. So that platform is still there. And I used to hang rabbits off there. Shoot rabbits, leg them, hang them, and they'd blow with flies. They'd drip down and it'd feed the lake. And that platform is still actually there. So peg 6 is over there. But this was a match lake. This was actually a match lake. And we had 20 pegs on there, so that's me doing that. And that's when we started getting stuck into it. I don't know if you can see that. We started digging it out. We got rid of all the sludge. That was a big, big, big job. Big job. So, let me have another little cup of tea. That's the island, and I banked some more stuff up onto it to make it like a dome. So it's really shallow. So when I take people around there, this is my cabin. My cabin's here. I'm looking across. So peg 1 and 2 are over here. Peg 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 are this side. And this is me looking from my cabin, if you like, now across. But that's the island. That's when it was completely dug out, so that might be of interest to people. They are great memories. A lot of hard work we've done there. I've done that one about, it must be 20 years ago now. And it must over 20 years ago. 22 years, I should go. And that is my house now. It's a long time ago. That's when the days when Chris Kelly used to come up and help out. And you can see how deep it is, though. So that's interesting as well. This is peg this, all this stuff's growing round there. I planted it all up now, but that's probably peg, where are we? It's probably peg 3. The ramp is here, where I took all the muck out. And I planted a little weeping willow tree there. But when I started filling it up, which I pumped from a ditch when it rained, I used to pump water. Me and Chris done that. And it used to come in an inlet pipe there. There's a little Christmas tree there now. Well, it's a big Christmas tree there now. And there's a pipe there that is an overflow from this lake. It goes into the ditch through the mound. But I pumped water back up all the way through the wood, about 500-600 metres, all the way through with a little pump. And this is the shallow end. So pegs 3 and peg 3's here. Peg 4 will be round the corner. The water run down, as you can see it here, then run down into the deeper end down the bottom there. So that's the deep end. So in between pegs 1 and 2, which are this side, okay, and 5 and 6, which are over this side, that is the deepest part in front of my cabin. There. That's the Wold Lake. Let's go over a few of them. Wold Lake, a lot of work flipping out. That was dangerous in there. Hiya, Mark. Just had a flick through the site, seeing the old man there, which he loved, and my 3 kids, yeah. Lovely website, Mark. I'm chuffed to bits with it. Martin Hall has done such a good job. I'm so pleased with it. But we've put everything in. It's not just the fishing. We do a lot of other stuff that people haven't got a clue about what we do. So we thought we'd put it all on one page, on one media page, so everyone can see what we do. And hopefully it'll bring us some business in after this, because we bloody need it, I'll tell you. Mark Escott, hi Bruce, if you're watching, he is watching. He's going in. He's just drinking beer now, and I think he's got a short there on the go as well. Oh, he's done the short. What you had, Bruce? Let me do you.
Try that black stuff.
Oh, let's do Bruce a cocktail. What do you want, Bruce? What do you reckon, guys? There's a bit of vodka. Bruce drinks anything. Should we make him a cocktail? Do you want a pint or half, Bruce? Let's have a pint. You want a pint? He said a pint. Do you like vodka? Yeah. God, bloody, I feel pissed, bloody. Oh, sorry, drunk. Well, tell me when to stop. Let's take it over to Bruce. Is that what? Yeah, it is. That is actually Kevin's. Yeah. That'll be the one, yeah. Didn't you drive that?
No, I wasn't allowed to drive that. I'm not enough space.
Right, say when, Bruce.
That's not a cocktail all the time.
No, I'm going to do something else.
Just make them all like that. That'd be easy.
Let's take it over. I'll just do a little bit, a few bits and pieces in there for you, and tell me if it's nice. We've had some good old nights in here, I'll tell you. Just let me do me part. Hey, Hayden says, have one for me, dudes. Did you hear that, Hayden? He said, I better make 2 points then. Oh, hang on, just let me make him a cocktail. I don't know if that's in the right place, but that'll do. Just going to make him a quick time. Well, I'll do your vodka, Bruce. What do you have for that? Absinthe? Is that nice? Do you like that?
Don't need half a pint of that. Though.
No, just a little bit, yeah?
Yeah.
The little splash of that. Then what, Bruce?
What else is that?
Anything? What do you have with that? Well, look at that. We got 3-4 bottles of them bad boys. Look. Do you want some energy drink in it or lemonade? That'd be a bit sweet. Should we put lemonade in it?
Yeah.
Let's get a thing here. I'll fill it right up because it's the next one. I'll do a kinder one. It's a nice cherry brandy there. I'll do one of them in a minute. Sunderland licorice sambuca for me. I don't know if that is licorice sambuca. It's absinthe, Brewster said. It is black one. Hang on, I'm going to go on to that in a second. We don't do little cocktails up here. Look at that. That's Bruce. It looks like urine. That actually, oh no, is that the colour? No, it's because the green book's behind it. No, and it does actually look. No, whatever way you go, have a little sip of that. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, mate? Just had some port. Yeah. What do you reckon to that pizza?
Good.
Oh, yeah, that.
That's sepia colour.
Sepia, he calls it. That's piss coloured, Bruce. It looks like piss.
Your piss comes out like that, there's something wrong with it. That's sepia.
Look at that. This is my old 1970s fishing cup. See it there? Mark said I pissed in that cup. What do you reckon? Let's have a smell of it.
Tastes kind of sepia as well.
How can you have a taste of sepia?
It's just the taste of that colour. It's not got no.
Right.
What's in it?
Absinthe and absinthe and vodka and lemonade.
I only tasted absinthe.
Is that your chaser then? He's got a bottle of beer there. What did you have before the other one?
Tried the absinthe.
You tried the absinthe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Thanks, darling. Say hello. The kids are right.
Yeah.
Oh, let me have a look at them. Look at them. Look at them little cutie pies. Oh, look at them. It's
They're
so...
watching you.
Oh, it's healthy. Hello, Bubba.
She'll get mad in a minute when she sees herself.
Aye.
There's a delay. When she sees herself on there, she'll get all excited. Huh?
Hello, babies. Can hear them. Alfie. Bubba. He's what?
I'm just coming back. Don't worry, you can have your slice of cake as well.
That's a really long delay.
Isn't it?
Really long delay, yeah.
There's me out.
Right, I'll see you later.
Oh, shut the door, darling.
Oh, I'll see you later.
Right, we're going to go on to the Islands Lake now. Cat feed you well. Mate, look at that pizza. That is the nicest pizza. That's for Bruce, that one there. It's got cold out there now. I'll have a bit of that with a cup of tea. I'll have a bit now, stuff it. Bear with me a sec. Oh. Right. That's when I first ever dug the lake, the Islands Lake. Bruce don't even know this. Have a bit of that cut, that's my bit there. Here's on these folks. I need a book standing up thing. That's what he's on. Licorice. 33%, that is. Right, so what I did, this is the Islands Lake. I went and marked all the way around. I don't know if you can see the white mark on there. See it there? That is where the not the car park, you know, what would that be, Bruce? That is the Nissan Nuts over this way. That will be, there's a little pulling bit there and there's normally a bridge. I don't know what peg it is. How do I not know what peg it is?
It's the island.
It is the Islands, I know, but what peg is it? Where the car park is? Do you remember what number it is? 7, 8, that's 6. That's peg 6. So this is peg 6. So this, I coppiced it all back. This was a nut tree and I coppiced it back. And we coppice it back every couple of years now. The lake is old. It's 20-year-old. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. It is peg 6. So each year it comes up, coppice it back, and it does. So what I did, I dug the Islands Lake the islands straight down. It's not peg 7, it's peg 6, Harry, here. I dug them straight down. Now, that was a mistake. That was a schoolboy error. Bearing in mind, I'm not trained at doing this. I've learnt the hard way. So when I done it, I wanted to have an ornamental lake. So I like watching the fish and that lot feed. So I dug it straight down. But where the water over the years, which I'll show you shortly, you'll see in a sec, the water's lapped across them. It's kept lapping across them. And it's made like a mushroom. So if you can imagine like a mushroom coming up, and then the island's got a big head on it, and it's where the water keeps pushing against it, you'll see. I'll show you. So that's where I marked it out. That's the bank. Remember, this was a long time ago. A long time. It's over 20 years ago. When put the line all the way around it. I had to clear it. It was all trees and rubbish and everything in there. So I cleared it all. And got some spray paint. Told them how I wanted it and that lot. The office is over here. And this is the mound. There's a road that runs all the way on top of that now. So that's me looking at it from on top of the mound as they were digging it, bunding it all up. And if you can see there, let me go in, you can see how sheer the islands are. So you can see the topsoil and you can see the clay. Where the water's kept lapping against it, it was straight, literally straight down. I should have never have done that. I should have put a batter on it, coming running down this way. And I should have done the same with there. If you can see all the way around here, it's straight down. So what I had to do, I had to go and, after the lake was done, I got my digger and I went and chamfered it all down. I went and chamfered the edges down because it was overlapping and I'd have lost. Up here is peg 9 in between the islands. 10, 11 and 12. So you've got 4 islands running up here. But you can see the depth of it. And you'll see my mate Paul Hardy. He took some time off of work and come and help me. That's the dump truck, and they were backing it up, tipping it. Then we had a big blade. This big blade, old Pete, bless his heart, he's passed away now. Such an amazing digger driver on that blade, on the D8 or whatever it was. Unbelievable. It scared me. It'd go up sideways like that. It was just unbelievable. I don't think in them days we had videos. I had the old video recorder, but nothing, you know, not on your phones. I'd never had no iPhones or anything in them days. And again, there you go. You can see it again. So that's the start of the mound at the back. We're shaping around. So that's where peg 6 is here. And you're looking across it. And that's just a little stump where we coppered it back. It's quite interesting. Quite interesting. But I didn't want the herons. If we go back to this lake here, I didn't want the herons. I put thousands and thousands of fish in, this sort of size, 3 to 4 inches fish to grow on in there. And the herons had them all. They had loads of them, absolutely loads. The only thing that was left in there was a tench. And the tench that you catch on the Oaks Lake, okay, the tench you catch there are from here. And they're all that big tench, tiny, 2-inch tench. And that's why I was going round, literally with a bucket, trying to salvage what was left that was flicking about in the mud. And obviously, this was full of fish in there. And this, in the 60s, I've got this here. I want to go on to that in a minute. This book here is when the police had it years ago. I'll go on to that in a second. And this is from the Wold Lake. Okay, and we'll go on to that shortly. I don't even know what the time is, but I'm probably boring you all now, but I find it interesting. So what we did, you can see just the sludge in there, I dug this one first. So the Islands Lake I dug first. And then all the water from there, I pumped into that lake. And you'll see in a second. That's my mate Paul Hardy. There. He's not very tall anyway, bless his heart. But he's, how deep is it now? I would say that's 6 foot, 7 foot deep. Bearing in mind it's all clay. You can see how the depth of it is quite even all the way throughout. Okay, it's quite an even bottom, but it's all clay, solid clay. But where the carp root about in the bottom, that'll all be slurry. That'll be a lot of slurry in there now. And if you look over the back there, that white building there, I painted it years and years ago. That is the office. That's the main ticket office. Okay. And then this is me standing on top of the mound. So once I pumped all the water go onto YouTube. If you go onto YouTube and type in there, catfish, Wold Farm catfish, you'll see the pumps running, okay? In the little bay. When you walk round to Peg 1, you'll see the pumps running. And I was pumping water from here, literally, from there into there. And I uploaded it. I think, I can't remember how we managed to do it, but I uploaded it years later. I think Paul sent me the clip years and years ago, and I posted it on there. So it's actually on the YouTube thing now. But as we were pumping it in there, you could see the catfish, one of the original catfish that was in there. And there was a record book, which I'll show you in here. In this book here, some of the pages are missing out of it now, but we'll go on to that in a minute. In there, there's an original, there's a catfish in there, and I thought it was a myth. But in there, I'll find the page shortly, and it was a police syndicate on there. And you'll see in the book that the catfish was £1 or £2 or something. Well, the thing that you look on YouTube, if you go onto YouTube, as I say, Wold Farm catfish, my mate Paul, who's there, you can hear him saying that is now 6 foot long. And that is the original fish from in there. So this is when I was pumping the water. We pumped the water in there, and I managed to get half it filled. Now, there was a lot of goodness, a lot of natural stuff in that water. That's why a lot of old mussels and stuff I put in there. So that's sort of kind of when it's half filled. I don't know if you can see that. The Moat Lake is back there. I'd already done that. I've done the Moat and then the Oaks Lake, and then I'd done the Wold Lake and the Islands Lake, or the Islands Lake, then the Wold Lake. So I'd done the Moat Lake first. I'd done all that by myself with a digger, and I had an old tractor. I bought an old trailer. I bought this old trailer, and I still got it's an old case tractor out there, and I kept tipping it over because it weren't a muck trailer, and yeah, I had nightmares. Absolute. Every time I got on I had an old pot plane 20 ton digger, and we dug it out. I dug it out with that. I just had nightmares, absolute night, and I never had a pot to pee in. I had no money at all. I still ain't now, but everything you see is done with a lot of hard work up here. So that's it. And then I grass seeded it all. And at the time, I couldn't afford a mow. And this is no word of a lie. All the grass, I grass seeded it. I harrowed it all. Hand put the grass seed in by hand. Harrowed it all again. Rolled it all. And then when the grass seed set coming through, couldn't afford a lawnmower. I had a push lawnmower. One, it was a petrol one, but one that you had to physically hand push. And I used to cut all the grass by hand. And that is no word of a lie. Was there ever an old building on the Moat? Yes, there was an old building on the Moat, Paul. In 1927, there was that was the last time someone lived in there, and that's where Wold Farm originally was. Did you find anything from the war when the legs were dug? Yeah, Simon Whitbread, he found an old hat, but to be honest with you, they were going at it some. You know what I mean? Each digger scoop, you can see by the size of the digger. Let's have a look on there. That would hold about a ton, probably over a ton, that bucket. And I said to these guys, if they found the catfish, I'd give them a good drink. And they looked into it and everything. And the only thing I can tell you is I think I've not got the original fish. I kept all the other original fish, some of the big fish in there. I dug a stock pond. Thank you, Nick. Is that the one? So if you guys look at the comments, Nick has just put catfish video. Thank you very much. That's good. And I think that the catfish went into the silt, and you can see the kit that they got, big bits of kit. And that's a 20-ton machine. That dump truck there is a 30-ton dump truck, and you've got the big blade. Do you know what I mean? You can see it. Look at the amount of stuff that they're pulling out of there. So I'm guessing that it just got squashed. If you go onto catfish on land, they do actually like an eel. They do go across that. But this was a big fish. This was 6 foot long. You can hear Paul saying it is now 6 foot long. So did you find anything from the wartime? We did. I've got loads of old bottles. I've got loads of old bottles that I'll display, that I will eventually clean out and display. I've got them dotted about all over the place. And my plan is I've got an oak shelf that I'm got to get made up, and I'm going to display them all on there. A lot of history to it. And I'll go back and on to that. So this lake here wasn't dug for a lake. It was never dug for a lake ever. You can see how shallow it is. It was dug for the mound of earth. Let me hold that up. The mound of earth, so peg 1, peg 2 is up here. Behind there is a big mound of earth, okay? And it was dug for that. So the aeroplanes, before we used to go, so where Sandipod Raceway is, okay, that was the old runway for the American Air Force. And I think there was 2, if not 3, runways there. Okay, and they used to fire into the mounds. So when you come into my electric gate at the front, coming into it, there's a big bay in the field there, and there was a runway that used to go in there, and they'd shoot into the mound to make sure the guns were working before they go off on their mission. So it was never, ever, ever dug for a lake. And in the 60s, the police, that's what this book is, I'll go on to that. The police cleaned it out. It was an old estate lake. I've got some old signs around there, which are still there to this day, which I'll probably bring back for Mobilia. I could put them in here, couldn't I? The old signs in there that it said it was a police training ground or something like that. So I might get them, might go and get them. So again, it was never dug for this lake. It was for a fine in butts. They stocked it, and we'll go on to the stocking in there shortly. Okay, so that's the Islands Lake. Some more pictures of it now. Again, my office is over there. You can see what I was saying about the sheer drop down. So where the water's been lapping, they've undercut. They're all undercut. And there's fish. That's why the fish go around the margins of the islands. Okay, and so you don't... Them fish, how far back do them islands go? Because we've netted at times, haven't we? So how far? Some of them go back, but...
What, undercut?
Yeah, how far are they? So a foot.
About a foot.
About.
Say, can't need the top foot of the water, I reckon it's about a foot back.
Yeah, so a foot back. So these here, where the topsoil is, there's a lot of roots in there. So you guys will probably fish up to the islands. So you've got peg 7 over there, peg 8, peg 9, peg 10, peg 11, and 12 is up in the bay up there. But you guys fish right into the islands, and then fish. There'll be roots. You see the trees, the big oak trees, and that they'll come out. I mean, they're big trees on there now. The roots come out. So that is why we go and cut everything back, because you've got the undercut bit as well, but you've also got the bramble that comes out as well. So the amount of floats, these are like bloody Christmas trees, because you can't cast out properly.
And they're using poles.
And they're using poles. That's it, Bruce. They are using poles.
Fucking sticking it straight into it.
So you can see, actually, if you look into there, you can see the roots. So with this, there was a lot of stuff. We cut all this. Is all completely cut back now, the whole lot. And it just grows up. We've got geese nesting all over the place on there. I don't know if I fished the islands the other day, and it was very windy. Lovely day to start off with, and we had to abort the mission. That's peg 12 up the top there, because it was so windy. But again, there's a closer one there. So you can see, let me zoom into that. See the roots and that lot here?
Zooming in, holding the phone close.
Yes, I'm zooming in, I'm holding the phone. Bruce, piss off. I'm zooming in again. You can see that. Oh dear, I don't want to crack open a beer in a minute. Hey, oh, look at that. That was full, he's done that. He's done another half a pint there, and he's already been on the beer. Anyway. So that's that. That's the Islands Lake. So that's the Wold Lake we've gone on to, and the islands. Do you want to have a look at the book, or do you want to go on to the... Let's have a look at this book. So this was the angling club. It was Natter Jack. I don't know what it says AG. I don't know what that bit is for. Angling... Don't know what that bit was for, to be honest with you, that there. Do you like me cut? Very interesting. I love this book. Example. So this was on the Wold Lake, okay, guys? And that was the depth of it. So very shallow. It was very, very shallow. It was probably 2 foot of water. That's me standing in there. You can see the jetty there, which is still there now to this day. It's rotten to pieces, but still there. There was probably, I reckon there was 2 foot there, 2 foot of water, and probably 3 foot of sludge. I'm up to my knees there, but, oh yeah, so probably, yeah, 2-3 foot of sludge. So this is where these fish were. Example, specimen fish. 1 carp, 14 inches long, 5 pounds. 1 bream, 11 inches long, 2 pounds. 1 roach, 9 inches long, 7 ounces. All members are asked to carefully complete the log in order that we can keep a check on the growth rate of the fish in the lake. So, again, there's loads of pages ripped out in there. Where are we? So this is 84. This is 1984 here. So I don't know what the dates are before. As I say, all the pages are ripped out there. But here we go. So mirror carp, 12 ounces, perch, rudd, 1 pound. Mirror and common, 1.5 pounds. Oh, bloody hell. That's, I'm moving that. I don't need it. What could possibly go wrong, as Richard Newman would say. Bream, 2 pounds. Mirror, small carp, etc. Small carp, what's the roach? So, if there's anyone from Bedford way, in Bedford area, what's the garage, the Land Rover garage? Rogers of Bedford. Mark, the main guy in there, Mark, really nice chap. His dad is actually in here, his uncle, should I say, not his dad, his uncle is actually in there. And I'm going to see if I can find his name in here, because they've got people's name. They are. These are all police. Eels, Murray, Marshall, Keane. These are all coppers, all policemen. 3 rudd. Hang on, there was gudgeon in there. Look, gudgeon. 2 roach. 5 perch. Rudd. I never knew there was a gudgeon in there. Look, it says gudgeon. '85. 8 p.m. 22nd. Approximately £35.4. No, 35 to 40. I'm guessing that's, yeah, number of fish. It says it there, number of fish. Total weight, £25. Carp, bream. Let's see if we can find this this catfish one. I'm not even looking at any. £9.5 carp. That's the biggest one I've seen in there. What's that one there? Eels. Is that £31? Total weight, £31, yeah. 4 ounce. Hang on, what's that say? Shark pen, where he keeps his 14 pounders, small mirror roach. Shark pen, what's that then? That must be a peg or something, I'm guessing. Same people fishing it most of the time. Eels is on there a lot. Roach, 11 inches. Caravan found. So that picture, I don't know if I've got it on. The picture that I showed you with the caravan, which is somewhere, I forget what book it's in. That was the original mobile caravan that was up here. When we bought it 25 years ago or whatever, 24, 25 years ago. That was up there, and this book was actually in it. Small car. Caravan found broken into, rear window by Barry Keane. Large, don't know what that says. Large something, landing net and small way net. Stolen. They'd have a shock up if they come up here now. Number of. Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, Bruce said he thought the police would have figured out who nicked it. Number of members fished, 1985 to 86. 44 entries in book. 9 times in June. 7 times in July. 8 times in August. 8 times in September. Let's all look in there. Goldfish there, look. Old goldfish. Rudd. I want to see when the... what's this in there? Look at this. There's a date on it. What's that? Is that 86? 76? No gas. I don't understand this right. I don't know if you lot can make head and a tail out of it. All right, Jordan. Jordan, Bruce is on the absinthe vodka, mixed in as a bit of a chaser with his, whatever it is, San Miguel. He's on this stuff. Can't even understand that writing. Yeah, look here. Make sure you clean the bloody cooker and pans. Don't leave it for some other poor sod. He signed that as well. Good luck to you all, it says on there. 1986 to 87 season. Any of the catfish on there? Let's have a look on here, Bruce. Hang on. They are. There it is. Right, that's the date. 1 catfish. 2 pounds, 4 ounces. Mirror. They are. So that's interesting. 2 pounds, 4 ounces, 1 catfish. And that was 1986. Okay, 1986. So, and there it is in black and white. The police. And that fish, so I spoke to Mark from there, and that fish come from Woburn Estate. That fish did. The catfish.
So they just brought what they want down here and put it in and see what happens?
No, they rented it from Lord Luke's, which was the estate, which was a big estate, 3,000 acre estate. And
with Guardian and bits like that,
yeah,
they've been brought in from somewhere. So
yeah, I guess so. They would have brought them in. I don't know where they. Yeah. They stocked it. Exactly that. They stocked it. Right. There you are. Mark Wilson was been fishing there. Look, Mark Wilson. Look at this. F all. I bet it says meat on that as well, doesn't it? What does this say in there? Maybe some of the fishers will become workers in 1987 to 88. I hope so. Eels. PC 422. I think that says chairman on there.
I thought they said wankers.
It says good thought. It might do. No, it says fishers. Not... There's young kids watching this, Bruce. Yeah, who's this here? Eels. Neil, beaten by sun and wet wind and rain. Interesting. I remember Chris Yates and Bud James and this sort of stuff in A Passion for Angling. Great stuff. Oh, God. Look at that. That's what I've got. Look. Bruce is drinking his own piss in the thing. This is our shoot room. I'm going to go back into that book. So yeah, we can't. I haven't even looked in here for years. I don't even know if there's anything in there. Got all sorts of stuff in here. This is my little shoot. Put my hand in there. A bit of rat jumps out. There. What have we got in here? We'll get that down. Old elastic. There's a load of elastic in here, Bruce. That's Mark Wilson's pole float. I found that. Might have been in, Martin. Look at these old reels and that lot, the old floats. I like this one. This is nice. And if you know what that is, let me see if I can. Old bread bait press. See it there? Lovely. Old fly boxes, fly fishing boxes, old floats. This is a nice little odd thing. It's a disgorger, but it unscrews in the middle, and there's a needle in the middle there as well. It's quite nice. I've got loads of old stuff in here. Old split cane, Tonkin cane rods. They're full of the old players' cards in there. I've got the whole sets of them in there. They're old live bait boxes. These are old shooting cups. There was an old trophy. I don't know where that's gone. I won the Hospital Cup years ago, which used to be a massive fishing match in Bedford called the Hospital Cup. I won that. I think I was 13. I won the junior section in it. We've borrowed them from up here now. Old gas, that's a nice one. Another little one there, like a little Victorian one there. Priest. Martin, give me that. Thank you, Martin, and that. Didn't you, Martin? Bruce is making another cocktail. That's nice. That's an old, I don't know if you can see it there. It's got pigeons and that lot on there. It's an old game hook. That's another vodka with a bit of absinthe in it. This is a nice one as well. See it there? That's one of the first ever, I paid a lot of money for that. That's one of the first ever reels. See it? Lovely old reel, that. Nice old BSA air rifle. I can't wait for this this air rifle range to be open. These are all the targets for the air rifle. That's what I was going to say to you. These here, so we're going to do something with, that's what I was talking about. These are going to go on the lakes, and these are all spinning targets. These are floating pontoons, and all these targets, these are for HFT. So if anyone has just joined us, we have done a new website launch, which is www.woldfarm.co.uk. So have a look at that. That's a lovely old pigeon. It's an old pigeon decoy. That was from Germany. And the chap, the old gamekeeper, is retired now. Bruce is an animal. Mate, look. He's on it. You're not having that as well, for Christ. What's that? That's a separate one. Is that cherry brandy? That's quite a nice one, that one there. These are old clays. These are old cartridge cases, bullet cases. Old pheasant, that's a nice old thing. That is a mascot, it's a pheasant, beautiful pheasant. And that goes on the old bonnet of your car. I daren't put it on there because some prat will nick it. That's an interesting book. That is another story, that book. That's an old, I'll go on to that if I get to, I don't even know what the time. What's the time, anyone? They're the old gin traps, old fishing books, old cartridges, pellet boxes. Still got pellets in them. Anyway, let's go back onto this. Darts?
They're more like darts, I think. They're felt back end on them.
Cool. Look at that bad boy. That's a nice old bit.
It's an 8-ball one.
Really old paper cartridges. That's Bruce having a conversation with himself in the pub. It's 9:45. Oh, we're not too bad.
That was John. It was 8-ball.
Oh, was it? What, this one?
Yeah, that's from
Oh, did he shoot that up here?
John's been duck shooting.
Oh, bloody hell, I was looking for some of them the other day. They're no good to us now then, really, are they, Martin? Because that's my old telephone number. I've got a whole new website, www.woldfarm.co.uk. Let's have a...
I wonder what that pheasant could go on.
Oh.
They can go on the ransom, cutting the field.
All right. Tell Bruce to put some ketchup in that. What in that? Don't say that because he would actually do. What have you got in there? What's the brown stuff?
Everything.
Right, let's go back onto this. Came here at 3:20, found caravan had been broken into via door. Have tried to mend doors with limited tools as best as I could. Stuart Murray. Got telephone number here. I dare anyone, look here. Bedford. So it's 01234. That's before they done that. 708 201. 70. Oh, this could be interesting. Go on, Bruce, ring it. I'll tell you. Look. Has
Do
it?
you think it'll still work?
Try it. Came here at 3:20 p.m. Found caravan had been broken into. Stuart Murray, Bedford, 708 201. This. Right, hang on a sec.
I'll just try to bring that.
This could be interesting. Ring it, Bruce. I dare you.
I've just tried that, but I'm trying to unlock my phone.
Bruce, ring it. Look at that. This is live. We're at Wold Farm Fishery. Go on, ring it. Give us it. I'll ring it.
I'm ringing a copper, not on my.
No, but he'd be retired now, wouldn't he?
I don't trust him.
You can have a conversation with him.
I like talking to him on the phone and ringing it.
Do me a favour, anyone on here, I dare you to ring that. 01234 708 201. No, don't, I'm joking. But that's. Bruce, I thought you had more about you than that. I'd have rung him. Give us it, I'll ring it.
I used to ring numbers when I worked at Bandit that was written on the brass that have been. Like,
Give us it, let me phone it, just to see who lives there now. Should I do this or not? Might have a long memory. I might, no, I know that, but I can ask who lives there.
Oh, that's probably,
I'll ring it. Give us it here. I'll ring it.
then they won't ring me back.
They won't ring you back. Just delete the number afterwards. Got something to hide, Bruce. Yeah, he has. Come on, Bruce, ring it. Give us it here. Let's do it loud so everyone can hear. Give us it here. I'll be polite. Right, what's the number?
Better not be a relative of mine.
This will be. What's the time? What is the time? What is the time? Well, someone said about the time 9:45. It is late, but it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Let's do it. I'm going to do it. If I wake them up. They probably. I'd love it if they're watching this. 01234. How do you put it on loud now? Shh, listen. I'm on it, guys. Listen. No, it's not Cat. They're not answering anyway. Should have done that earlier.
They might be watching.
How do you turn it off, Bruce? I can't turn it off.
Same as your phone.
No, and this is fine. This is fine. No answer. No answer. I wasn't going to be rude to him or anything, but I'd have been interested just to see who lived there. Probably watching. Hello. Anyway, I'm going to try that. I'm going to phone that number tomorrow. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Let me take a screenshot of that. Martin, that number, 708201, do me a favour, text that to me, and then I'll, no, I'm going to put the book away. No, but if Martin texts that to me, then I'll remember it. What else we got in here? What date was that? Let's see what date that was. I wonder how old he'd be. So if he was a copper, how old would he have been a policeman? 20s, do you think? Maybe older. Where is it?
Oh, try that.
No, I don't want to try that.
That's quite nice.
Police station, yeah. So that's the 11th for the 6th. That's 1988. That was a long time ago.
It tastes like melons.
Two carp. Does that say carp? It is. I'm just interested to see if there's any more. And that catfish come out again. Go back a page.
I'm surprised that Gudgeon. I wonder how long the gudgeon lasts, because I thought they did need a bit of flowing water. Really.
Richard, he said Bedford kebabs. Yeah. Leave a message. No, I won't. I'm gonna. Right, let's go. Hey, don't get too hammered because we've got to do some shooting tomorrow. And you're going to be shooting at an egg at 150 yards. So tomorrow we're doing the Wold Farm McNab. Let's have a quick. Bruce hasn't seen this website yet. You all right, Kat? The kids okay? Oh, then I've got to press that one, haven't I? Let's go on to the home page. So anyone that's watching, this is our new website, fresh on the market today. Here's me and my lovely wife. On our wedding day. Oh, you can press these buttons as well. This is modern stuff. Look, you press these buttons and it's got to go. Hey, Mel, if you're watching Mel Baxter, are you still watching, Mel? There's your dad again. Let's see if I can. The kids are still awake. It's my mate's wedding. You can hire the venues for do weddings. Tomahawk throwing we do up here. It's me and my boy Alfie. Paintball, catfish, clay pigeon shooting. We're going to be doing a bit of that tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll go live at 5 o'clock, and we're going to do. Let me go over this. Archery we do. Rifle shooting. Fly fishing. Right, what do I do? How do I do this thing? Well, if I go down there, I'll go on to corporate. Is that it? Corporate? Multi-activity day. Where's the McNab thing? Bushcraft, that's a good one. We do that. Wold Farm Bushcraft. Have a read of it all, guys. We do loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff here. Where are we? Wold Farm Corporate. Is it under corporate, Martin? Here. This is what we're going to do tomorrow, me and Bruce. His head is just like an egg. I hope Bruce has his glasses. Adrian, I thought we were mates. Alfie's just fallen asleep, but girls are acting like they're about to go clubbing.
I'll go with them.
Bruce said he'll go with them, Kat. Give him one of them. Right, this is the McNab thing. So this is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. 5 o'clock we're going to go live, me and Bruce. We're going to do the McNab story. Read that. I can't be asked to read it all out to you. No, Bruce, we'll read it another day. So we're going to shoot some clays. Bruce will shoot a clay, and the chips that come off of them, I will shoot.
And then I'll shoot the other chips in there.
You shoot the other chips with an air rifle. Shoot a 50-metre target. Bruce is going to shoot one 130 metres away, an egg, with a 22-250. We've got a bullet that's a 22-250 up here. Let's have a look up here. Where is it, Bruce? One of these. That one, I reckon. That 22-250. Anyway, we're going to do that. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to go and catch a trout. Bruce, you got to catch a trout tomorrow.
No, that's another 243.
We'll be there forever looking at them. Look, tomorrow, Bruce, this is what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to go and do some clay pigeon shooting. We're going to get the big rifle out and maybe do a bit of plinking. And that's you, Bruce, with the trout that you caught the other day. I think. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Catch a trout and a carp. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do tomorrow. We'll try and catch a carp on the trout line on the other lake.
Just use the deer.
Yeah, we'll try that. So we're going to do the Wold Farm McNab tomorrow. Have a look at that. Have a look at some other stuff that we do on there. Got loads of stuff. Loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. Well, it's the McNab is all there, Bruce. You need to read it. Have a read of it if you like while I'm going through this book. Don't break it, for Christ's sake, Cat's. It's quite interesting, but it's an old tradition. You can go and catch a trout. It's normally a salmon, you know, and go and shoot a deer. I can nail jelly to the ceiling, Dax. You can shoot the pieces, surely, yeah. I want to see him shoot you in the arse with one of them darts. You twat, Jordan. Excuse my French. Sorry, Kat. You got me, see? You got me at it now, Jordan. Is it 10 o'clock yet? Shall I have a beer?
I'll make you a drink.
No, I don't want one of your drinks. Someone's got to take the gun back. Look at that. That's pretty smart. It's bullets with a thingy on the head. These are nice old books, look. Keep going round here. Old fishing books, really old ones. There's one, I forget what one it is. There's one with the, it's got some pictures of the old river that I've got on the River Ouse. Stick it back on there, Bruce. On the River Ouse, it's an old bridge there that I've got the fishing rights on. I'm going to go on to that here. Jordan, have you seen our new website? Martin's just launched it today. Where's the, I'm trying to, it's the first time I've really played about with it since it's been live. Wild Farm Shooting. Where's the Wild Farm Fisheries? Wild Farm Fisheries, they are. And it goes to the River Ouse Gallery. Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. No, I haven't. They are. There's Bruce.
Where? What?
There. That pike there, that weren't a bad sized pike. How big was that pike, Bruce?
I think 6, 7 pounds, I think. It weren't massive, but about 6 or 7 pounds, I reckon.
That,
Weren't huge.
look at that. Another pike's trying grabbing hold of it. Don't know if you said, it's a massive pike down there.
That pike twice down the river.
Have you?
Yeah, I've said about that because I know that had a fresh scar on it when I caught it the first time.
Look at the roach. Quality roach.
I have caught that twice.
I should have had a hat on that picture. Look at all them roach and that. I love roach fishing down there. Bruce caught...
Did me barbel on there?
Yeah, there's a barbel on there, so hang on. That was a big chub, weren't it? Can you remember that chub that you had? That was the last
That's
day.
a terrible picture to show. Well, it's a good picture because it's...
I know, but it looks tiny, the chub. There's a barbel, Bruce. There's a barbel.
That was the first one I caught, and that was 11.5.
That's a good one, yeah.
2 others 2 days later.
I'll tell you, I had a lovely day down here. This day, this weren't over long ago. That was last year, and it was, you can see that it had been raining. See, all the rain had been there, and I thought, right, I'll dob underneath there. I went for a couple of hours, and because you got the bridge there, let's have a look here. I didn't get wet. You can see there, it was all rain here.
When did I catch that in the dark?
What, that one?
Yeah,
You caught that last day of last season. That was a big...
Oh, I took that photo off my chair, didn't
yeah,
I?
that was a big fish.
That was a good one, yeah.
So that's the bridge there, and it's great. If it's raining, and I cocked it up that day. I only went for a couple of hours, but I was fishing in the middle. There's a channel. There's a lot of hardcore in there, and it's a deep gully that runs through there. And I was trotting through. I was getting fish, but there's some massive, massive, massive perch underneath there. And I come in closer, and I started getting one a chuck down there. I couldn't get a catch photograph because it was only me, but I was catching quality roach on there.
It's nice fish to ash.
Look at that there. Bruce had a brace of pikes. If we go down there, I do anyway. I always set, there's a lot of silvers, and I love going for the silvers down there. But we always set up a pike rod. There's a perch there, little perch. We set up a pike rod because there's a lot of pike down there. Look at that. Lovely. You can't beat a river roach. Quality. Look at them. Lovely big roach. That was a lovely day on there. I call this swimming, it's like an island. But there's an old willow tree here. And this is where I was brought up. So this is the stretch from Milton Ernest to Pavenham. And by the bridge, which is here, that was the other side of the bridge. So the other side of the bridge there was where my house, sorry, the other side of the bridge was where my house was. There's an old railway cottage down there. And this here, so that's where I spent all my life down there. That's where they've gone, Andy, they've gone to bed. That bell is the bell my mum used to ring when it was dinner time and I had to come home. So we'll be using that for our kids, won't we, Kat? If you can hear me. I've bored everyone, Andy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The other day I done a live stream and we had like 5,500 people watching that for some bizarre, strange reason. It might have been because it probably said idiot on there, fishing out of season, or fishing when he shouldn't be fishing. So it went viral. It went viral for that. Anyway, that's the river. So I only have 12 pegs. I let 12 people fish that, and I've probably got about 4 left. So if anyone wants to join that river, give me a shout. Give me a call. Not now, but give me a shout. I think I've got 4 pegs left on it. Anyway, that's the website. Yeah. Hi, Zoe. Yeah. That's the last time then. 1988, 89. So that was, about 90, 2000. Yeah, we've had it a long time then.
Zoe, Lewis said hello when Dax knocked me door earlier.
Lewis said hello. Lewis is his parrot.
Lewis said hello when Dax was knocking on the door earlier. Before I even answered it.
Hey, look here. Mark Harvey. I put some stuff in here. 04. Oh, this is when I found it. This is, look here. Dax Miller. 1st of the 8th, 04. From 12 till dark. A lot of carp on Middle Lake moat and a few tench. Caught a golden tench on the moat, a few tench, a lot of silverfish and a few carp. £50 a cut roach. £50 a roach I had. A £3 tench. No, is it? I can't even read my own writing. £3 tench I had. What's this? Paul Richards. Those of the that no. This is my mate Paul Richards. That's my mate Paul Richards.
You'll recognise him now.
Anyway, Paul's my stage manager for the festival, bless his heart. What did he have? 2 till 3. A lot of roach and rudd. £5 of silverfish. Never was a good fisherman. Hey, I'm Mark Harvey. 6 p.m. till dark. This was 04. Middle Lake, carp and roach. So this is the Wold Lake. Carp and, £12. Carp on fly line, made up fly. Mark caught that, a £12 carp. He had it on a fly. Bruce and 11 guests. God knows who that one. That must have been a corporate thing that I done. Not you, Bruce. I didn't know you then. All caught silverfish, Middle Lake, and mostly caught carp. Bruce caught small turtle. I can't even remember that. Colin Merrill, bless his heart. Julian Merrill. 11 till 4. A lot of silverfish. 7 carp. £10 carp. That's it. And I've never filled it in since. Look.
Apart from back page.
That's the shooting. Some shooting stuff on there. That's Dad. Some of that is Dad. Clay shoot. Steve Payne and guests. That must have been like a little corporate thing.
It's been an argument.
That was 04. Clay shoot, Wayne Miller and guests. Clay shoot, Bruce and guests. Peter Hood.
Who's this other Bruce?
I don't know. Steve Payne and guests. Another clay shoot I done then. I've been doing it. That's September 04. How many years is that? A few years ago. Anyway, that's that. But
16 years.
Is it? Well, what lake are we going to go out? Here's another one. We're on the Oaks Lake now, I think. Cool. This is a long time ago. This is... Cat has never seen these either, I don't think, have you, Cat? So in here, this is the driveway coming into it before I'd even done the moat, before I'd even cleaned it out. So this is what it was like when we first come in. These are all old paving slabs that are... Well, these are them. Ha! Look. Them there. Bloody hell. See all the pheasants there?
Is that
16 years ago, Rob just said. See all them pheasants there, all these pheasants in here, on them old slabs. Look at them buggers, they're the slabs. Ha!
where exactly are they? We just come in the electric gate now and look in a straight line to...
Yeah, no, the telegraph's back here. You go round the bend here. Just go round the bend and that's it there. That's where the mound first starts, where I've banded it all up.
That's basically where Tony's old little hide was.
Yeah, but there's a mound there, so that's a long time ago. So that's before I've done the moat. Here, look at this. God dear.
There's a tree.
That's a tree. This here, this is interesting.
Looks like a river.
This is the moat. That's the channel. That's the back of the moat. So Bruce hasn't even seen any of these. That's,
I might have.
I don't think you have.
You probably have shut.
So this is what I cleared back.
Stretched out more, isn't it? So basically, it looked like a ditch before then, and now
Yeah.
it's...
Well, no, this is the channel going round. So I dug it out. I cleared all of this. There's a ride there. So that's the island. And that is the ride. So I had to clear all of that lot back. So basically, guys, when you come to see, that's it there. Look, that's what it was like.
Is that where the...
I'll show you. Let me show you. Look, so
You
that...
can walk over now.
Yeah, that is the bridge. So remember I done the thing with the chub the other day?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly.
That's the bridge that I done, and this is where the chub is. So peg 1 is over the back there. Yeah, peg 1's over the back, and these are the bridges I put in here. We put 3 tubes in. No, I think here I put 2 tubes in. And I had to clear this all the way around. There, that's me on the digger. Hey, let me... Bruce has gone for a pee. That's me on the digger. That's my old Pot Lane digger. Don't know if you can see it there. It's my old digger. And I cleared a ride. So when you come into the entrance coming to the farm is that way. And the fish will be up here somewhere. And you look down a ride. That's the ride. And that's what I had to clear. And there's a lovely ride that goes all the way around it now. And this is the island. So that's coming into it. The fish is here. Exactly where that bonfire there is. Exactly where that bonfire there is where the fish is. Peg 1 is here. And if you'd have looked to the left here, so you come through, the fish is there. If you'd have looked, there's a ride that runs down there. That is me clearing the ride. That's me clearing it there. And this is what I started doing. Yeah, this is interesting. So when you come into there on the road now, on the right-hand side, this is where the bund is. There's all Christmas trees on there now. They're massive. They're really big Christmas trees. That's the muck that I took out from here because it was used as a tip, like a rubbish tip. And I filled 2 scrap bins out. 40-yard scrap bins are just rubbish and crap and that lot. And I'd already cleared a lot of it through there. And that's that old... There's my tractor, which is under the pole barn now. And there's the trailer. No, I borrowed that trailer because my other one, I kept breaking it and nightmare. So I borrowed that one from up the road. And that was a proper tipping trailer. And that there is when I was cleaning it out. They're the willow trees. So when that is peg 13... Oh, it's got... Hang on a sec. Let me put that bloody thing there. Oh, bollocks. That's it. Right, this bit here is peg 13 on the moat, and they're the willow bits out, which we cut back every year because they just branch out. So then, and there's swims in between. There's not a swim there. There's a swim in between these two. Then you go up there, and peg 16 is up round the corner there, and that's me pumping all the old sludge out in that old tractor there. My dad blew that tractor up years ago. Old David Brown. There's an old pump there. Yeah, bloody hell. And that's when I started doing it, digging it out. Oh, dear. And that's when I started clearing up the channel. So that there, hold that book, will you, Bruce, if you can. That there is, if you come back this way, peg 18 is further up here, and I cut a ride all the way through there, but that's what it was like. And then I planted all snowberry, all on the island, all pheasant cover and that lot. I planted all that lot on there, which you'll see, that's on there now. And I planted all irises, and then I dug it all out, cleaned it all out. And that's, again, looking up the channel from the fishes up this way, and you're looking down that way. That's old Borneo. He looks young there. He's got hair there. Oh, Dave. That bloody digger, every time he got in it, pipe went.
He's still got it, hasn't he?
Has he? He has still got it.
Going last year.
God.
He moved it a little way and then it stopped going again.
There's me. Oh, bollocks. There's me there. And Mark Harvey, I think that is. Mark Harvey. We're cutting all this lot back. So this is, where are we now? That's the peg I fished the other day. They are. That's me cutting it all back. And that's the peg I fished, peg 17.
And them willows still growing.
Yeah, them willows are still growing. Copse, they're all massive. Massive.
Yeah.
They are, I know they are, but look at all the crap in there. Look at the old dog. And that was me. That was coming out. That was the old tractor there. And I pumped it into the ditch. So I filled that ditch in. That ditch is gone now. Well, part of it. That's where the bridge is that goes over up there. Yours is up that side. And there's a little bit of open bit there. The Nissan up's there.
Goes out onto Ernie's field.
No, yeah, well, it does all the way around. But that's, you know, where the bit as you drive over, there's a little tiny bit there, and that's that bit there. I filled it all, and there was a ditch there. There you are. That's going back a long time ago. That was me clearing it. So this is looking from peg 13, looking across that way. I don't know if you can see that. It was all been filled in with stuff. There's all sorts of crap in there. That's making me sweat. Again, up there. And that's, I've just cleared it. There you can just see. That's peg 19 and 20 up there. Is that a log? Yeah, what's sitting? That's it, sitting there. That's better. That's so peg 19 is here, and peg 20 is up there, and there's a bridge round the corner. I made that deep. I made that wider. That's where the bridge is going onto the island, and that's peg.
It's at the back.
Yeah, that's all. I dug all this lot out, made it wide. That's peg 1 is on here. I took all this crap out. Now look at the state of it. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That's peg 3 is there. That's peg 3. I got stuck. It was a nightmare. I had a nightmare to get a team in there after a while because I was just making a mess everywhere. That they are. That's when I just started grading it back. That's peg 1, and you see the channel, the tube. That's where them chub live. That is where they live. And I stopped. Oh, that will you, Bruce? I stopped. You see out there, Bruce? That's where the chub lives. And the other side of the bridge, there's a bridge that goes onto the island, which is an acre and a half. I stopped the other side off so the fish can't get round the back. There's loads of fish in the back there, but which are trapped in there. That's the old pot lane digger. That's the old girl. God, that's bloody... Look at the state of it, look. Nightmare. That was a flipping nightmare. It's having to burn, I don't know if you can see all the smoke, trying to burn everything as I went along. Yeah, that was the digger for going up this, mate. Yeah. Nightmare. A big fires going all the time. If you can see that. That's the road coming in. It's all Christmas trees on there now. That's it. Then we got down into some good muck. Started getting into some good muck there. Proper into clay. Got rid of all the sludge out of it. That's my old digger. Loads of timber. I was selling it massive tree lumps at a time, big trees, selling it all. Look at the state of it. Lot of work. Awful lot of work. Islands are beautiful now. I've planted lots of new trees on there. So this is the roadside when you come down the roadside. Can you see that? Just started, felt like we kept raining and stopping and raining and stopping. It was such a slow progress.
That doesn't look like a trailer. It looks like a banana boat.
It was a nightmare. Well, that was the one. That was a good trailer, and that was the one. The other one was like a corn trailer, made-up corn trailer.
That looks like Borneo made it.
Yeah, and well, that one worked. That one was brilliant. I borrowed that one. That one was bloody good trailer. Where's that there? Yeah, I was looking back up at the Nissan Hut. That's when I cleared all the ride and that lot. Look at all the timber we had. I was selling loads of timber.
Is that from like the office down to the...
No, that's peg 16. Hold that a sec. So they're the two willow trees. They're the two willow trees. Peg 16 is about here.
Yeah.
16's
So
here. Nissan Hut's over there, yeah. And this is looking up from back. The road is here, so that's peg 5 there, because that's a tiny little thorn. It's a big tree now. And that's look. The road is there, and we're looking down that way, and the Nissan Hut's over there. That's all that. Okay. They are, and that's what it was like. So that was it, basically finished. So this is if you come in on the way out, and the big black gates are here. You come out here, all the way out, and I had to do the road, I had to redo all the road and that lot on there. And then this is the actual shape of the moat. That's the actual islands. That was nearly finished. Then I had to harrow it all in, harrow the whole lot in.
That's grass.
That's all grass. Yeah, this is a road here.
That's where you put in that chain link fence and rip
Yeah.
it out again.
Oh, God, I'll tell you about that. Here, when I'd just done it, I put posts in. I had an old digger, like a JCB type digger, and I put a post in there, a post in there, a post in there, a post all the way up the road to get out. And the digger was knackered. So I went to drive it out. I'd sold it to someone, went to drive out with it, and the back actor arm was on. I'd just done this, and I nearly broke my bloody back doing it. I'll tell you, I was there for ages, because this is all hardcore all up here, and I was banging it's a nightmare. And I got the digger, no potholes in, no, I got the digger, and I drove out, and I didn't realise that the back actor had gone down. And by the time I'd gone all the way out, I looked round and knocked every single post down there. I kicked the freaking living daylight out the digger, threw all the things away, and I just give up. And then after that, I put the logs on there, and I've done logs ever since. I thought I ain't doing that again. Anyway, you can see.
I can't hold this much on. We'll get another drink.
Go on. Bruce has been holding the book, and he said he can't hold it much longer. He's got to go and get another drink. Where's
Fire extinguisher off. Right.
That tree's just about still there. Right, that's that one. I ain't got many people.
Snail on the freezer. There's a snail on the freezer.
I don't know.
You want one of these?
What? No, I don't. Right, I've only got 37 people here. now, but I'm going to share it and then hopefully a few more people will see it. So this here is the Oaks Lake, or running up to it. This is the big mound that runs up to it. Car park up the top. Hi Dax from Cheshire here. You okay, mate? Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thank you. Very good, thank you. Hope you're okay, Keith. So I've got a road on. There's a big mound up here now. The Oaks Lake is right at the top. And yeah, Bruce is good. Keith. You'll know him if you see him, I'm sure. So this up here is the mound. So I've dug a ditch all the way down here now. And this is when I was tipping it. So this is the car parks up here. The Oaks Lake is up right at the top there. Right at the very top. This is all car park now. Pimm's? Oh, not in there. Is Pimm's alcoholic? Here. So that there is the Oaks Lake. That is the Oaks Lake. Let me show you something. I cleared it. It was all bramble and crappy trees and that lot all in there. And I cleared it all to stop the pheasants because where the festival field and that lot is there, where I'm going over tomorrow, I brought that. I can't remember how long ago now. I brought it years and years ago. I think the bloke's died now. He used to own it. And I brought this up bit off him as well. And that's where the festival field and the other bit of woodland is. The woodland walk and that lot. But basically here, there's a gate that goes through. The car park's up here. These trees are still here. Excuse me. These trees are still here. But I cleared all this lot here to stop the pheasants from running from that side into there. So I used to run out of there, so I cleared it all, and it was like parkland. And I left all the oak trees in there, and cleared all the rubbish out, and I used to mow it all. It was lovely, beautiful. I thought I'd love to have a lake there. I dug one about 20 years ago. Matt goes, I've been watching you for the last 2 hours and 10 minutes, mate. Sorry, mate. My throat's getting a bit dry. I apologise, Matt. If I'm boring you, sorry, mate. So that picture there is before we had the Oaks Lake, okay? And I want to show you before, and it was all, well, I cleared it all. Took me a long time, cleared it all by hand, and cleared all that lot. A friend of mine, Paul Hampton, he helped me clear that. He helped me clear it all, bless him. And that is the after. Let's get that photograph out. Hang on, it's getting bloody cold in here. I wonder why it's getting. Hang on a sec. Oh. Got cold, isn't it? I'll go now. Hi, Jake. Jake knows where we are, don't you, Jake? Jake knows where we are.
Is that Jake from Netting?
Is that what, Bruce?
Jake from Netting.
Yeah, that's Jake from Netting.
Hello.
Bruce says hello. What concoction are you having now?
I'm writing it down.
What, you're writing what drink you're having?
B-E-E-B-E-N-E.
That's Archer's, Bruce. That's about flipping 10 years old, that.
That's all right. It's alcohol. It's fine.
What's that one?
As long as you don't put it into the compressor.
All right, Jake. How's it going, mate? Jake, what we're doing, we've been, I don't know, I think it was 8 o'clock at night. We started. Oh, flipping it, talking. So, with 8 o'clock, I started doing a live feed, Jake, and we're going back onto the Oaks Lake. You'll find this interesting, Jake. You'll find it interesting. So, this was the Oaks Lake, Jake. And you know every inch of that 'cause you've been in the water, haven't you, mate, when we're netting lakes. So that was the Oaks Lake. That was a before. And that was an after. So if you can see round here, there's a ledge, as you well know, all the way around there. This is the top end up here. So we're looking, where are we? Peg 13 is up here. 12 in the bay. Peg 11 is on the point. Peg 11 is on the point there. Let's see if we can find some more photographs of a better angle of that. We're doing a Mr. Crabtree. We're in the vintage shed here. Oh, shit, Bruce put the bloody log. Bruce, you shouldn't have put the bleeding log on the bloody laptop. Jake, let me show you something quickly while we're here. Where are we? Oh, I'm rubbish at this. ID. What's the me thing? Yeah. Jake, check this out. And for anyone else that's wants to have a nose, this is our new website, just launched today. If you Google www.woldfarm.co.uk, simple as that, www.woldfarm.co.uk. It tells you all the stuff we do in here. If you look on here, I haven't gone into this one here as well. I'm going to go on to the Oaks Lake again in a minute. Where are we? Wold Farm air gun. Yeah, information. Let's have a look at that one. This is the Plinking Range. I cannot wait to open this up to the public. I've not let anyone, apart from my syndicates, I've got 4 syndicates, I've not let anyone come up and shoot. Opening times, look. Brilliant website. I'm chuffed to bits with it. Cheap as chips as well, look at that. Let's see the prices, where are we? So if you want to be a member, it's 35 quid. This is just for the rifle range. 35 quid for the year. Junior 20 quid. Membership benefits. Cheaper session price. Members only competitions. We do a HFT. That's what all this stuff is in there. HFT. Hunterfield target. Where are we? Session prices. So we're going to do 2-hour sessions. Okay. And if you remember, it's 7 quid. For 2 hours, 7 quid. Junior is £5. Adult non-member is 10. And 8 quid if you're a non-member on a junior. And then after that, you can do an extra 2 hours for a £5. So you can have a flipping brilliant day up here for not a lot of money. And we have got so much stuff. I'm going to go over there tomorrow. 5 o'clock, we're going to do a live feed tomorrow. Me and Bruce, we're going to do the... Let's go on to that. We're going to do a lot of targets here being made up for us. We're going to do... Let's go on to it. Where are we here? Not that one. Group events, is that it? Nice, Bruce, nice. Multi, air gun, fly fishing, bushcraft, archery, paintball, laser tag, stag and hen parties. Wold Farm McNabb, that's the one I was looking for. So we're doing this, Jake. We're doing, tomorrow me and Bruce are going to do the McNabbs. This is the McNabb story, which I'm sure you know all about. You do the you used to go out and try and catch a salmon and then shoot a stag and blah blah blah. But we got our own spin on it. It's the Wold Farm McNabb. So tomorrow me and Bruce are going to be shooting some clays, but with a bit of a twist to it. You'll see tomorrow. Shoot a 50-metre target. We're actually going to be shooting targets at 150 metres, some of them tomorrow. And then we're going to catch a trout and a carp on the fly tomorrow. That's what me and Bruce are going to do. So that's the Wold Farm McNabb. So those that haven't seen our new website, www.woldfarm.co.uk, and it shows you all the stuff we do. We do loads of it. So rod and gun, let's click on that. Fishing and shooting. What a brilliant website. I've got to thank Martin Hall for this. He's done a brilliant job. Simulated game shooting we're going to be doing. multiple activity days, team building, airgun shooting, course fishing, fly fishing, archery, bushcraft. This is a nice one, the bushcraft thing. This is good if you've not done this before. Is Bruce going to do Saturday night cocktails blog? Yeah, we are. I'm going to tell you, how's the trout fishing? Jake, I'll show you tomorrow, mate. Try and tune in at 5 o'clock. Or have a, me and Kat had a walk round the other day and we fed the trout. You have a look at it. It's unbelievable, mate. It's unbelievable. There's loads of rainbows in there with a few brownies in there, so it's lovely. But the bushcraft one's good. A real good one. I've got some good people that's going to be doing stuff for me doing that. So you can do fire making, shelter building, rope and knot skills, forging, hunting, trapping, fishing, cooking methods, preparing game, gutting and preparing fish, how to preserve your food, survive knives and survival tools, water purification, loads and loads of stuff. And we're doing all that lot in the woods up here. Really good. We can do a day of that or weekend even. Just good. And also the guy that's working for me doing that, he can he's properly trained in I've got different instructors to come and do for archery. Where are we? Got loads of stuff, loads and loads. Venue hire, weddings. Let's have a look at the wedding gallery. They are. That's me and Kat. That's on my festival field that we'll be going over tomorrow. Hayden Gorringe. I hear Bruce still playing the trumpet. Yes, you did. That's me and Kat. That's in the pole barn. It's me, Kat, and my cousin, Deanne. This is actually our wedding day. They are. Mark Alexander, Mark Rogers there, I can see. Paul Richards at the back.
Mark Alexander. Hello.
Yeah. He's there, Bruce. He's not live. He's on the bloody thing. That's our wedding day. Lovely. I've had other weddings there. That's another wedding we done here. That's in the Love Boat. Don't know if you can see that. It was a nice day. And in the woods, they had their blessing and everything in the woods. You lot wouldn't even know what we do up here. But that's lovely in there. We sticked it all out in there. That's them on my quad bike trailer. Just married. That's at night. In there. Lovely. That was, I think that was a wedding reception. No, that was a anniversary. We had a band playing in here. Had all food and that lot in there, sit down in there. We had the bar open in there. That was our stuff in there. Yeah, so what's that one? What was that under? Simulated game shooting. Look, land for sale. Click on that. Everything on there is brilliant. I'm selling this lot off if you lot. I'm selling that. You could have your own fishery. I don't know if you can see on here. There's two. I bought this land about 4 or 5 years ago, and if I don't sell it, I don't sell it. The only reason I'm selling it is because this plot of land. There's a house there, big house there, big house. There's about 2.5, 3 acres or whatever there. But I brought all this plot here and more, a little bit more up here, about 4 or 5 years ago. I brought it to dig a lake here. I was going to dig a lake here. Because the house has come up on the market, the old boy Henry died. I thought I'll put this up and whoever buys that house might want to buy this land here. So I won't worry if it sells or don't. If it don't sell, I'll probably develop the lake. But I'm going to put a lake in here. Big lake. There. And there's already, in this spinney here, there's a big pond in there. That's for sale if anyone wants to buy it. I'll show you some photographs on there. That's part of it there. It's all on the website. Lovely pond. Lovely big pond in there. That all wants cleaning out and doing. I just think that's the house. There's a stream that runs down the side of it. It's beautiful. So anyone that wants to do, that's the road going up to. It's about a mile from the main road. Beautiful driveway. Beautiful. There's a pond in there. That all wants cleaning out and doing. So there'll be two. There'll be a small pond there, like a stock pond, and then another big one. That's the house. How's the trout fishing been? Good. I've already answered that one. Yeah, that's the driveway going up to it. Another pond. Another stream, lovely little gravel stream there. That's where the lake wants to be dug in here. Beautiful. Two natural springs in there. The house is here, there. There's 2 springs there. There's a big flat bit ground there, then it drops down into like a gully, and that's where the lake is going to be. I've got loads of ideas, but it's time, isn't it? I'll put some hard stand in. That's the only thing I've done to it. That's looking across from the house driveway, looking across my field there. Anyway, it's all there if you want to have a look at it. If you want to buy it, if you've got a few quid, get the money spent. There's another bit we're selling. Where are we? Where's the other one? France, yeah, that's for sale. Oh, balls, what have I done there? This is all for sale. South of France, if you want to... how much? I forget how much is for sale. I forget how much it is. 400 grand? Yeah, under 400 grand. Look at that. Approximately 300... It's 413 euros. So for 300, just under 360 grand, you can own all this. 6 bedroom, that is. 3-storey. It's got 4 properties on there. It's got a gîte there. Beautiful gardens. Stunning. It is stunning. There's some fishing photo. That's looking out one of the balconies. It's stunning. Absolutely. Hi, Nigel. Ali, all right? When you done it, I've already done the Wild Lake. Took about £800 of stuff out. Beautiful swimming pool. Look at the gardens. I think there's a couple of acres, 2 or 3 acres there. Beautiful. Another gîte there. Some good-looking dude there. I love the fishing over there. Fishing over there is mad. Absolutely mad.
It is the bollock.
It is, isn't it, Bruce? Yeah, that's Bruce fishing. There's Bruce into a big bream. Double-figure bream. Won a chuck. On the river. Stunning. That's us. That's Bruce going catching trout. We had them on the barbecue. Beautiful. Barbel fishing there. Double-figure. Massive barbel. Look at the gîtes there. Beautiful. That's all for sale. All for sale, the whole lot. All the details are on there. For 360 grand, you got yourself a ready-made business doing fishing holidays and everything. Beautiful. Anyway, let's go back onto the... No, well, we're going to do a new link. That will be going live tomorrow. The website is actually live. So Jordan's just sent Bruce a comment. If you Google, Jordan, do me a favour. If you're still watching, Google and send Bruce a message. www.woldfarm.co.uk. Don't put woldfarmfisheries.co.uk. It's www.woldfarm.co.uk. Martin, if you're still watching this, can you put a link on there, please, so people can have a look at that? Brilliant website. Martin Hall's done that for me. It's amazing. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits. Look, the history of Daxtonbury. So those that don't know anything about Daxtonbury, it's a charity festival I do every year. I think this is our 12th or 13th year of doing it. There's all the history for it. If you go onto that there, it says History of Daxtonbury. Have a look at that. Very interesting. I've been doing it for a long time now. Last year we give £11,000 to local charities, 2 cancer charities, and I do it in memory of my shoot captain, who is here, is with us having a drink. That's Chris Kelly. That's how I do it in memory. He's a very, very dear friend. Chris helped me do absolutely a lot of work up here every Thursday and Friday. He used to help us out, bless his heart, smashing bloke, and he passed away of cancer. But all the Ben Heslop, just been looking on the site. It's really good. Thank you, Ben. I'm glad you like it. It tells you a bit of everything that we do. So this is Chris here. That's another mate of mine, Andrew. I'll show you a picture of Andrew. That's me and Andrew shooting years ago. The skinny one is obviously me, and the one with the big gut is him. This is actually an original pencil drawing. And I told the bloke that done it, I said, put a gut on him and make me look slim. Look at them slim buttocks. I've still got that original cartridge bag. I've got a leather cartridge bag there, but that's me and my mate Andrew, and that's Andrew there. There's loads of memories in here, lots of memories, lots and lots and lots of memories in here. So anyway, that tells you about the festival. We have another little slurp in the old beer.
Yeah, try that.
At least it's not.
Try it. It's not so sepia, it's fucking dark now.
Hey, don't swear, and there might be kids watching this, or there will be. I am not.
Be awake at this time of night. This is time
Shush,
for
Bruce.
adults.
Shush. It's time for adult.
Try that and start talking sense.
Let me have a little smell of it. I'll smell it.
Have a smell it.
No, I'm not.
Fucking swig
No,
it.
I'm not swelling it. Stop swearing, Bruce, because there'll be children watching this. Right, so this is the Oaks Lake.
What, at 4 in the morning?
Bruce. It's bad when you got to tell him to be quiet, isn't it? Shh.
We're going to get Lewis out in a minute.
Go and get Lewis. Go and get Lewis. Will he be in bed?
He's always in fucking bed. He lives in his cage.
Right. Yeah, let's go and say. Go and get Lewis. Go and get Lewis. Right, there's...
I was trying to do something. You distracted me.
Sorry, Bruce. Right, that's a better view of it. There.
Lewis wouldn't be very impressed with your attitude towards me anyway.
Does everyone want to... Oh, here we go. Do you want to meet Lewis, said everyone? Bruce, go and get Lewis.
If he's up for it.
Go on, go and get him.
I was,
Go and get your flatmate. You're not trying to ring that number, are you, still?
no, I was trying to... I was
Oh.
messaging Jordan back,
Oh.
weren't I?
Yeah, so mate, he's just done it. I've just looked at here. Just been looking on the website. It's really good. And he's put a link to it. It's www.wildfarm.co.uk. Right, let's go. And it's here. It's live. It's all there. It's there. It's all there, Martin. It's all there. Oh, dear. Look at that.
Well, I'll attempt to...
Go and get Lewis. Look at that. What a bloody great website. I'll tell you what, that is brilliant. I'm chuffed to bits with it. Look at that. The best party in Bedfordshire and Northamptonshire. Bruce. Like that. So look, what have I done? I'm not very good at this. Right. Bruce is going to go and get his mate. That is when we started digging it out. This is the Oaks Lake now. You'll see Lewis in a minute. How long's Bruce had Lewis? Not long. Not that long, mate. It's his new flat, mate. So that is the Oaks Lake. When I started digging it, you can see I left all the trees in, all the oak trees in there. And that is my old truck. I'll give that truck away a little while ago to Dave. So that's in the drink. That's in the middle of the lake now. And we're talking over 20 years ago now. Is that a space cake there, mate? I'll tell you what, no, my missus done that. It ain't what the cake that you were thinking of, me old fruit. I'll tell you what, it's lovely. And my wife Kat has done the best pizza I've ever had. You got any pictures of the Wild Lake being dug out? I've already... Where have you been for the last 2 hours, Ronnie? I have got it. It's all in there. I've been already through that. You'll have to... I'll have a quick flick on it just for your benefit. I'm on the Oaks Lake at the moment. This is the Oaks Lake. There. Cool. That's a long time ago. The old-fashioned Toyota then, look. Huh. Nice bit of cake. That's the Oaks Lake. He did get it from the Oakley Arms and Harold, yeah. We're very good friends with them. Leanne. She makes a lovely cake, she does. Martin, website looks best on Google Chrome and mobile platforms. Thanks, Martin. Sorry, Martin, to keep boring you. I said to Martin to hang on the line. He's dead, that bloke there now, bless him. Long time ago. Go on. Let's see if I can get some better ones of when it here. There's the island, I don't know. So that's the Oaks Lake, looking at it from the car park up the top. So that's the island there. It runs, let me try and hold this bloody thing up. Let me nick Bruce's chair. There you go, that's better. That's easier. Let me have a smell of his drink. Oh, flipping heckers. Anyway, alright, that's better. So the car park's up this end, and that's looking, you can just see the island there. So you can see where the ledge is. It comes down, then drops off. So when you're fishing it, you can see where the ledge is. And that's where these barbel are, boys, all the way around these ledges. You see it there? So this is peg 13 up here. That's peg 11. 12's in the bay, but look at the ledge. And this is where your barbel are. They patrol. They go all the way around. They just all the way around, all around the islands. They love the margins there. Here's the island. See it? Well, now I'll come back. Just hang on air. Has it been 12 years since Chris passed away? Yeah, it has. Look, bless him. The old mucker there. It must be, yeah, it must be 12 years since Chris has gone. 12, 13 years, I forget now. Yeah. There's another shot, good shot from it. Look. Yeah, we got them from Zoe. Zoe was watching earlier on. I don't know if she's still looking now. And Joe was as well. See the margins? We netted this a couple of years. I net it most years. And there was bloody catfish in there. About £4 catfish. I never put it in there, so it's obviously come from a duck or something like that, or whatever. Here's a good one of it. So there's the island again. I know, mate. I've heard, Colin. Yeah, I didn't realise he had cancer as well. I heard. If you're talking about Elvis, terrible. Dad spoke to him last week. Yeah. Another one there. Done a lot of work. Another one there. So that's in the bay. See the ledge all the way around there. Was he asleep?
No, he went to sleep. He was listening to
Motorhead. Let me move that, mate. I'm glad I got that far. Huh? What was he listening to then?
whatever was on around, because I won't leave the radio on for him. Leave the radio on, so it's got some noise going on. Let's get off in the bed. Come on. Come on. Help me out here.
Yeah, terrible, mate. Terrible news. He's a good man, Elvis was. Good man. Same as Chris. Top people, mate. Yeah.
Hello. Come on, Les. Right, get off in the bed.
Another one. I'll show you. There's a picture on here. My first ever plant I put in there. You've got to bear in mind. You've got to bear in mind that I couldn't afford to plant it all up, go to the shop or whatever, or garden centre and plant all plants in there. I had to go around to people's ponds and up the ditches and God knows what else. And that there is the first plant I ever planted in there. Some irises.
Don't chew through the
That's
You little bastard. That's my nose.
Will he make you? Will he make you bleed?
Fuck yeah.
Don't swear, Bruce. So that was the first.
Help it when the parrots bite my nose.
You just see all the grass seed that I put down. The lake was just.
Come on, Lewis. Come on, sit up there. Sit up there. Come on.
Where's his eye patch? Jeremy Langley said, "Where's your eye patch?" That's him, bless him.
You sorted, Lewis?
Bruce.
You sorted?
That's Pete. He's passed away now. Bless his heart.
Who's Pete?
dead. You wouldn't. There you are. This is the first time, the first ever stocking I put. This is the first ever fish that ever went in there. That shows you how. Look how young I was there. Crikey. Look there.
That's a parrot, not me.
My mate Paul Hardy. There's the fish. The first lot of fish I ever put in. Beautiful fish. First ever stocking. That was the first one that ever went in. That was me. Beautiful. Look, fully scaled mirrors. Chuffed to bits I was when they went in. I was working 7 days a week. I still do, but I was working 7 days a week. There you are, look. That was the Islands Lake. That's the Islands Lake now. There weren't a lake there. That was a long time ago. That's all the pole barn and that.
Hey, Lewis, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Shows you how they don't even make these trucks anymore. That's where the office is up there. Old Dave. This is what we're in now. There's a tiled roof on there. I'd take the roof because it was all falling down, but that was a long time ago. There you are, and that was what the old hut was. That's the Wold Lake. Long time ago. We used to have, I'll tell you a story about that. That was old Blue. So, see the peacock? That's where my jetty is now, off here. That peacock, when I first opened up to the public, I'm going back a long time ago now, it weren't used to nice shiny cars and that lot. There it is there again. That's the Wold Lake. Look at the state of it. We had some old goose on there. Look at the weed and everything. There it is there again. That's Blue.
What did it taste like?
Well, that's another story. What happened was that little bugger, when I opened it up, we had all nice new cars coming in to the car park. The peacock, this is the first day I ever opened up to my fishery. The peacock saw saw its reflection in their nice shiny cars and attacked the cars, and this one particular car absolutely smashed it to pieces. There was more dents in it than I don't know what. Blood everywhere all over it. And, yeah, the old peacock had to go. And he did go. That shows you how long ago that was. That's going on, that's Bonzo's Island. That's the one I caught Casper on the other day. And he's a man now. Look at him, that's young Jack Hampton. Bless him. Hang on, willing to say. It's Jack, it's Paul Hampton's...
Has he got sort of longish hair?
No, I don't think you've met him before. This was the Wold Lake before I dug it out, and I tried to make it slightly deeper because it was so shallow. I just tried to dig a channel around the back just to try and get the fish half a chance. God, these are old. That's my brother. Flipping it. Look how young he is. Crikey, that's Damien, my brother. What's the Wold Lake record? Cats and carp. There's some good old catfish in there now. I reckon they're over £50. They're 48 pounds, the biggest one I think I've known come out there. Catfish, that's the catfish, and the carp is 38.8. £38.8. These are some of the original fish from the Wold Lake. This is years ago. Crikey. Hang on. Yeah, this is the Wold Lake. So that's how shallow it was. You can see all the lily pads. We had lily pads all in there. It was lovely before. It was kind of, and in here I dug it out because there was a massive reed patch in there, and people used to fish into them. Did you get in trouble waking up? I did. Well, I did and I didn't, but it weren't good, was it? And to be fair, look, I'll show you. You know when I don't know if you watched it. Let me show you here. Oh, hang on, let me put my phone down.
What the fuck are you doing?
I I've done. That's what I've done. Look, you know when I didn't actually fall over. I got my foot caught in a load of bramble, and I only had shorts on, and I ripped me bloody thing over. And the reason why I took the fish over the other side, hang on a sec, because where the island is. Hang on, let me just put my sock back on.
Lewis, stop. What are you doing, Lewis?
God damn.
Lewis, come here. Come on.
Yeah, the reason why I went round there, one reason, I'd proper upset cat. So I wanted to get away from there. And there's not a peg on that island. And there's so much crap, there's bramble all over it and everything like that. So I wanted to get him away. There's a shallow bit that I knew I could get on peg 1. So I tried running, well I wasn't running, but I was walking as quick as I could to get round. I had him in that big cradle, I had the lid over it so he ain't going anywhere. But I wanted to get him round there so I could get him and hold him in the water and to get a photograph. I was shouting Bruce to try and get hold of Bruce, but Bruce had, I think, had his earphones on, listening to bloody Motorhead on the cider. Him, look.
I thought that you was just. I thought you had Alfie in the sling that was running around with him.
You thought
what I thought.
it weren't Alfie in a sling, it was Casper, you twat.
No, but that's what I thought you had Alfie in the sling, so I watched you run by shouting like an idiot and thought, I'll fucking leave you to it.
Well, that's it. So that's the long and short of that. Anyway, he went back. The picture that I posted.
Lewis, actually.
Oh, sorry. He was talking to Lewis. The picture that I posted up today about, I put 2 pictures of the Wold Lake. I took them the next day after I caught Casper. And you could see Casper in, I think it was the second photograph, you could see Casper in there. So that was like a proper the next day. Did you get in trouble? Was there any other comments on here? Where's Bruce's eye patch? I had some more, yeah, got rid of that. I'll go through comments afterwards. So we're still on this here. Look, so that shows you how shallow the lake was, because the lilies aren't. I don't know if you lot know this, but lily pads, during the day, they have flowers all over them, and at night, they close up. I don't know if you knew that. Some people do, some people don't. Cool, this is an old photograph. Look at that. Fish welfare at its best. Look at the state of that. They all look dead. It's all on long grass, but that was, I don't know who took that photograph. That might have been, I'll tell you that, I think that they were out of that original logbook here. The one from when the police had it. There's another old picture.
What are you doing, Lewis? Lewis, what are you doing?
That's one of the original fish in there. That went into the stock pond. That's still swimming about in there now. That's one of the original fish. That photograph there was from the original logbook. I just remember that. I'll put that in there.
Lewis, why?
Don't look in here.
This is a bit different. You ain't done this before.
There you are. I'm gonna go off. I don't know where that. Oh, that was before the Islands Lake was there. That's where they're looking up. That's on peg 6. That's before there was a lake even there. There's sheep in there. Look.
Lewis, come on.
That's when it was a match lake. This is the Wold Lake, but that's when it was a match lake.
Okay.
God, that was a long time ago. He still comes up fishing now. This must have been the Asplin. So they had a match on there. Here's the 2-toner mirror still in there. I ain't seen it for a long time. Someone reckons they lost it at the net last year, but I would have thought it'd have been. I don't know. That was an old fish. That was very old fish. All right, Anthony. So that's the Wold Lake. When, as I say, when we used to have it as a match lake, we had 20 pegs on there. That's in front of my house. Look at the state of it. Look at the that's the track. So you think the track was bad before? Let me move them out of the way. Oh bollocks! That's just falling down. Let me take that out. That's easier. We're going through reminiscing on old times, Anthony. That was before. That was before we had a road in here. Before we look at the state of it. Do you lot say thinking how bad it was then? Phew, dear. God, these ancient, these photographs.
You shit down my neck.
Bruce. I'll show you. That's a long time ago. That's my daughter. She's over 20 now, bless her.
She's 20.
That's a good battery you've got on that phone, Dax. 3 hours. Is that how long we've been going for? Bloody hell. Funny enough, my battery just come up. You think you lot thought you can get away with that, didn't you? Look. Here's one I prepared earlier. You thought I was going to go, didn't you? Well, I am going to go in shortly. Just I'll put this on charge now. I think it's charging. Was that him?
It's turning your phone. I don't know what you said. I can't hear him properly when he's sitting on top.
Just putting my phone on charge. Hang on. Right, let's go. Let me go on to that. I think. Yeah, look at that. Look at my daughter, bless her heart. You can see how she's 20 now. Beautiful blonde hair, bless her heart. You can see how shallow it would have been though. Look at all the weed in there. That's her. Her again. I'll show that one. Right. What's your opening time so I know when it's all on the well the fishing will normally 8 o'clock, but with the fishing you just you phone the day before you want to come. So yeah, but we're obviously still in this lockdown thing at the moment. So I ask MJ to sort that out. Yeah. MJ would shoot that bugger, look. I could do that. Maybe I could try and have a shot at the parrot tomorrow. With a catapult.
Yeah, and I'll be shooting back at his rifle.
Yeah, so the what was I going to say? The I'm getting tired now.
Come on, Lewis.
The fishery, we do everything by an appointment. We do everything by an appointment up here full time, full stop. So that's kind of what we do. Just let me see what. So tomorrow, I want to go 3 points. New website, www.wildfarm.co.uk. That's our new media thing that we've got just come out today, just launched it today. It was going to be coming out tomorrow, but I thought we'd do it tonight. Thanks to Martin, he's been working really hard with it all. And tomorrow we're going to go live at 5 o'clock. We're going to do the Wild Farm McNab. So 5 o'clock we're going to shoot a few clays. I might even have a shot. Bruce is going to be doing it. He won't be having a drink then as well either, by the way. And then we're going to try and catch a trout. And then we're going to catch a carp. And then Bruce is going to shoot a big rifle about 130 odd yards away and try and shoot a little tiny target, which will probably be an egg or something. See if we can get it. He'll shoot one at 50 metres and then one at 130, I should think. We'll catch a trout.
What are you doing?
And then, so that's 5 o'clock tomorrow, live. And then Thursday, we're going to do an evening fish. And we're going to probably catch a few carp off the top on the Wold Lake. And then we are going to try and catch a catfish. The weather's supposed to be slightly warmer then. So it's cold now. Look, we've got the log burner on. Got the log burner on because it's chilly, thank God. And yeah, so Thursday we're going to try and catch a catfish. Fingers crossed. We're going to use big halibut pellets and see how we get on. Right, my throat is killing me. I'm going to have finish this beer off, go home, get a shower. I haven't got, look, I'm still in all dirty stuff. I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to go to bed. So follow Wild Farm Fisheries. Have a look at our other sister Facebook page, which is Wild Farm Country Pursuits. That's a good one. That's shows you bits and pieces that we're doing. So it's Wild Farm Country Pursuits. The website is www.wildfarm.co.uk. Have a look at that. And I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock if I've still got a voice. So stay safe, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you later. Tight lines. Say bye, Bruce.